Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses, the home of Leicester City talk on YouTube. Fan debates, live watch-alongs, post-match reactions, and all the Foxes banter you could ask for. Subscribe now and see the game through Blue Tinted Glasses.
Just into race clear. He's got Jamie Vardy with him. Jamie Vardy sets off. Jamie Vardy! Pull back here for Darwin. Oh, he scored! An absolute belter! That is trademark Abdul Fatahwood.
This one into the box. Nugent over the top. Oh, what a goal! David Nugent's just scored a beauty. He's made Forest look like fools.
Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Good evening and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It is match day, it is Hull versus Leicester, another game just 3 days after the last, and hopefully we get 3 points today, unlike 5 of the last 6 away with just 1. Make sure to get your comments in throughout the course of the evening, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to hit subscribe. We've got a jam-packed show. We've got a little bit of analysis. We've got the build-up to the game. We've got the game itself. We've got the match ratings, all of the above. So make sure to hit the like as well. Hit the like button and all of that good stuff. Before we get into it all, let's just see who's here in the chat quickly. Hello to James. What is that lineup? Sorry, let me do that. There we go. James says it could be Ayew on the wing and Daka at striker. James or Boober in the 10. That's the only way that lineup makes sense. Yeah, that's what I think it is, James. I think it's Jordan James in the 10. We've seen that previously, although I don't like the idea of it. Ethan's mum, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Wolf, evening guys. They're coming back. They're coming thick and fast. Evening all. City to bounce back tonight, hopefully with another draw. The Tower, that lineup says Marty has prioritised system over individuals. And a response to him was, no, he wants to rest players, says DP. Final couple comments here. Wow, what a lineup. Marty knows something we don't. And Richard says, evening all, that's a honking lineup, as they say. So continue to let us know in the comments what you think to the lineup. Anil, how's it going, mate? How are you?
What can be better than spending match day live with Blue Tinted Glasses? Absolutely brilliant. How are you?
All good, mate. All good. I'm over COVID. I'm feeling good again.
Yes.
I went to the gym this morning, and it's been all good. So yeah, I'm in the clear. I'm in the clear. Okay, Neil. Well, I thought we'll have the usual build up in a bit to the game. But I thought, well, I know you mentioned it. We'll do a little bit of analysis because whenever there's a game on a Tuesday, Neil, we miss out on analysis. So
exactly,
it's always good to squeeze it in where we can, and here we are. Here it is. So take it away, mate.
Yeah, I don't want to let the team down. And also, I think this will set the context for the game we're about to see. So this was our previous game, another draw. Oh my god. But what was interesting about this game is it really was a Jekyll and Hyde performance. Probably the best first half performance we've seen in a very long time, but an equally shocking second. So why were we so good in that first half, and why were we so bad in the second? That's what I want to go through today. So here you can see the kind of stats. We made loads of shots. I think that's the highest amount of shots we've had all season, 19. 2 big chances, a lot of XG, but finished 1-1. Didn't really matter. I feel like this does show you what the match was like. That you can see that first half is pretty much all us, but you got to say the second half, it was all them. So probably a fair result on the context of things. So first half dominance. Why were we so good? And we've talked a lot on this show about box-to-box midfielders, right? And box crash. And of course, here's Keane and Dewsbury Hall. And in this game, we saw not just one player, but 2 players really take their chances. So I want to show you a few examples of every time when we attacked. You can see how many people getting forward. You can see you got Ramsey. You actually got Harry Winks, who rotated with Jordan James in his move. So attacking with 5 there, which was good to see. A little bit later on, I mean, look at this in terms of how many people have got forward. You've got Carranza, an actual number 9 in the box. Oh my God, yes, we saw it in this game. You've got Fatahwood, you've got Jordan James and Aaron Ramsey, both box crashing at the same time. So this was really, really good to see. And that, I think, gave us something we haven't seen all season because Bilal didn't really do it. No one else has really done it in the number 10 position other than Jordan James. So having two players joining in the attacks regularly, again, look at this, is Harry Winks going for a shot. So Harry Winks is joining in to make number 6. You even got Luke Thomas and Ricardo joining us. So this is really, really offensive. Look how many players we've got forward here. Again, two players box crashing. Carranza there trying to isolate and maybe get one-on-one. Good to see. Here was your favourite player of all time taking the shot here, Jordan James. And again, look how many options he's got. Maybe he's a bit greedy. Maybe he could play in. Here's Aaron Ramsey there on that thing. And see, look at their positions as well. There's always players trying to line up and make sure there's some options there. And again, here's another thing we saw. We saw that the wingers were getting isolated. So when you have two players box crashing, what it means is you've got more options to pass to. And Fatawu looked more effective in this game because you can see you got Jordan James making the run into the half space. We saw this many a time with Wilfred Ndidi. Now he's got a new mate, a Welsh mate called Jordan James that he can pass to, and Jordan's a better player going forward. So that was great to see. And again, see how many people you've got forward. There's Ramsey there, look, and Jeremy Monga trying to box crash, and they're lurking to see if they can get a goal there. Very good. Yeah, it did feel like an Enzo system. Very similar. But here's the difference, which we didn't do with Enzo. We did it a little bit, but not nearly as much, which is Marty is prepared to be a bit old-fashioned and have it and go long. Get forward. So we saw this quite a lot in the game. Now, this is actually when we were 1-0 up, but this was a good example. We were doing this throughout the game. And what we were trying to do is kind of bait Portsmouth into not really knowing, should they sit deep or should they come forward? So on occasion here, you can see Ricardo plays it back to Jakob, and Jakob just boots it really long, and he's aiming for Carranza to win the aerial ball, who's trying to knock it down into either Jordan James or Aaron Ramsey. Now, Carranza didn't really have a good game, but he was still kind of effective in the system. So here you can see he actually gets out-muscled, lose the ball. But just competing for that ball, it means that the second ball can be won by Aaron Ramsey. And what I like about this, instead of moaning for the foul here, he picks himself up, wins the ball, and gets us in the attack. And here you can see now we've got 3 players in good situations, plus the other 2 are going to attack. So everyone's getting themselves forward here. Again, look how many players we've got forward. He's on the ball here. And then he decides to have a shot in the end there, Aaron Ramsey. But again, look how many players are here. He probably should have laid off Sherry Monga. I think he scored the goal. So he was, fancying himself there. Or he could have cut back maybe and looked to play in Fatawu. But a very good example there of how we actually pumped it long straight away and almost got a goal opportunity that way. And the goal we scored actually came from the opposite of that, which we'll come to in a moment. Speaking about Carranza now, he has been dropped for tonight. So maybe that's not a surprise. But I think the big sort of thing with Carranza, I think his positioning was pretty good, but you can see that, I think this was concerning that he lost a lot of his duels, both aerial and ground duels, and he's really got to work in the English game. You're going to get muscled off the ball. You can't complain. I think, to be fair, he wasn't complaining as much as he was in previous games, but he's not winning those duels. And a championship, you're going to have plenty of those defenders that are going to be willing to get stuck in and let you know you're there. So he's got to recognize that. So, of course, you can go long, but the thing that we've been famous for the last couple of years, certainly since Enzo came in, is playing out from the back. And so the thing is now when you're playing it long, right, now people might sit back or they might start trying to press you in those spaces, and that gives you the opportunity to play out from the back. So here's the goal that we scored. And you can see Jakob this time, rather than pumping it long, he's going to look for Ramsey. So you can see how box to box both Ramsey and Jordan James, who have got isolated here as well, comes into Ramsey. Now, funnily enough, he almost actually lost the ball here, but he plays it out there to, I think it's Luke Thomas, and Thomas does well, bails him out of trouble, gets him on forward, and now we're on the attack. And he's playing into this space. So now we talked about this false 9, and here you don't see the player in that position, but the player this would be under Enzo would be Avardi. Here it's Carranza. He plays the bounce pass immediately to Harry Winks. Harry Winks can now get the ball. You can see now, Carranza's basically dragged 2 defenders up with him, which is making spaces in behind for us to attack. Actually, he decides to go to his new best mate. Ricky was his old best mate. Now he's got 2 new best mates. Another one is Jordan James. Plays it into JJ. We get on the attack, and here we go. This is very Enzo-esque. 5 players attacking. You can see even Ricardo's got his hands up. He wants to join in the attack as well to make a 6th, get that numerical superiority. Jordan James gets the ball here, and actually this time round he's feeling it, so he actually decides to go for a shot. Portsmouth defend it. But what I really like about this, and I think this is what I was so pleased at in this game, especially in the first half, is that we were able to sustain that attack and turn that pressure and convert it into more chances. So it comes out to Monga. Look how many players we've now got forward joining the attack. Very exciting to see. So you got Thomas and Ricardo. It is a bit Ange style though. It doesn't mean that you're weak on transition, but it comes into Thomas. Thomas plays it across 50-50, comes out to Fatawu. Fatau gets down the line, puts the cross in. And again, we said about box crashing. You got your number 9, you got 2 box crashing midfielders in there. And you've even got Monga, who's going to be making the run in here late. And if it bounces out, you've even got Ricky P lurking to maybe get the tap in. So loads of attacking players, puts in the cross, and Ramsey, that's a brilliant goal. Scorpion kicks it into the back of net, 1-0. Brilliant to see. And here's another chance that we made, very similar. This probably should have been 2-0. Again, shows you playing out from the back. You've also got the stats showing you how good we were at this point in time. 9 shots, 3 on target, 8 touches in the opposition box. Very good to see. Ricardo plays it into FaZe, plays it into his mate Yannick. Yannick this time goes a little bit longer, gets win on a 50-50, kind of comes back here. Winks has got the ball. Now you can see Winks and Ricky P. This is very similar to Enzo. They do this bounce pass to lure one of the Portsmouth midfielders onto them. They do this, and that means when ball goes back to Ricky, that player is out of position. Now you got that line breaking pass into Jordan James. That means when you can attack, look very Enzo-esque, 5 people attacking. Fatau is at the bottom there, you can't quite see him. We get on the attack, go forward, plays it into Kranz. And now here's the thing that you said in the Watchalong, which is true, that it wasn't really the best touch, but I think you're being a bit harsh because it definitely was a poor touch. But you can see he does correct it, gets to it quickly, and he does the right thing. He doesn't just greedily go for the shot. He plays in Fatau. And Fatau, to be honest with you, Lux, I think when Fatau is here, I'd probably expect him to score. So he cuts in, gets the shot away, and fair play. The keeper makes a great save. But that was a great chance. I mean, you look at that position again here. I mean, that's what you want to see the team at. So I think when the team and the system is working, it is working very nicely. So that was good to see. But the problem was, as I put here, is we had the second half shit show. And why was that? And I think the simple reason is that basically we got gassed. That's one part of it. And the other part is that, to be fair to Portsmouth, is they decided to be way more aggressive, compete in the 50-50s. And it meant that we lost control of the game, which we had in the first half. So here's an example of us losing control. And I think we were a bit susceptible. Was it tiredness or was it just being bozo? You can make up your own mind. So here we've got like a kind of ball breaking here. And it ends up with Jordan James. He's going to look here for the pass into Ramsey. So again, those two are looking to work together. Ramsey's going to pay it back to JJ. And he's surrounded. You can see how much more aggressive the press is here. But he does really well, Jordan James. Even though he's backtracking, he keeps hold of the ball, doesn't give away possession. He's trying to keep control. And he ends up playing it back to Wout Faze. So Wout Faze has got the ball. He's got his keeper there. He's got Vestergaard there. He's got Luke Thomas. He plays it into Jakob. But what Jakob does is he's got a couple of options here. In my opinion, what he should be doing is playing it this side now to Luke Thomas, who's in acres of space. He could spin and we could attack down the other side, or play it even into Yannick. That's a riskier pass. But Yannick is cool and calm on the ball and he might be able to make something happen. But what he kept doing, and Luke was calling this out in a watch, and he's totally right, is that Jakob just kept booting it long. And look, I don't mind booting it long, but when you're always booting it long, he boots it long, and what happens? Portsmouth just win the ball. So that's why we just kept inviting them on and on to us. And I think watch out, because Hull are pretty good at winning these aerial duels tonight. So it could be something we have to be a bit careful of. Portsmouth end up winning the ball, and now they're back on the attack. We've lost possession. So we've lost control there. And I think, basically, if you are getting tired, it makes it even more important to keep hold of the ball sometimes, right? I don't think you need to always play out from the back, which is what Enzo tried to do. And I think at times he was too possession orientated, but you need to mix and match it. And we weren't mixing up enough. And I think actually it wasn't until Ayew and Sumare came on a bit later in this game that we got a little bit more control back. And then we saw with the getting tired, but also some individual errors. So here is the Swift goal from Portsmouth, and funny enough, it was actually a Swift goal if you talk about how fast it was. So Harry Winks has got the ball. He can see the danger of when you've got so many people pushed up. You've got Luke Thomas and Ricky P next there. Plays it into Carranza. So we're fairly evenly matched up in terms of they've got a lot of defensive bodies, but we've got a lot of attackers. But Carranza played a bozo alert, loses control of the ball. Now Portsmouth from the ball. We've got all these players out, here. So they're going to play the ball very quickly out through the lines. But here is a very disappointing goal to concede, really, when you look at the fact that we've basically got 3-on-2. Players are getting back. Actually, if you look at Ricky P, look at how much distance he ends up covering back in the end. Here, Wout Faze, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Locks, he should just take the yellow here. If he needs to, just fucking wrestle him to the floor, right? Really obvious one. He doesn't, gets caught out. Ricky P's trying to make his way back. Now you got Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas, again, very poor. He kind of slips in the end. His positioning is not the best. So here, as he closes him down, and to be honest, all he needs to really do is stay on his feet, and at least he'd probably give enough time for Ricky P to get back. But he falls, he slips, and that gives Swift the opportunity. And then you pointed it out, is that Swift gives Jakob the eyes. Jakob makes one step to his right, and that's danger because he goes up. And look, you should really. It wasn't the best strike in the world.
Schmeichel used to always do it against free kicks. He used to take one step to the wrong side, and then he was doomed because he couldn't get back across.
I think what's so frustrating about that goal is I think there's like 4 or 5 different chances we could have. As soon as the ball turned over, Carranza even could have grabbed or something, taken a yellow. Faze could have made the challenge. Luke Thomas could have made the challenge, and I think Jakob maybe even could have saved it, although he did make a good save later on. So that's really frustrating because it's not just one error, but it's kind of like 4 individual kind of culminated into one. Poor to see. So I'll sum it up because let's talk about the game that's coming up. But it was a brilliant first half, tons of chances and opportunities, and attacking with 5 and box crashing brilliantly. But the team looked very tired in the second half. Portsmouth aggressive press caught us cold. Here's my big point, right? It's hard to maintain a high press, box to box, fast and direct style for 90 minutes for a 46 game season. We don't have the squad to do it. So a lot of people have said this lineup today, they're not happy with it. I can agree with that. But what I'm saying is we ain't got the squads to play like beautiful attacking flair football every game. Although what I think, so it's a fair comment, is people saying he prioritized the system. And I think that maybe we do need, when we have these 3 match day weeks, is maybe some kind of plan B or rotation. Because Enzo, the reason he played this slower game and more tippy-tappy is because it meant that your players didn't get as tired, right? Now, I actually think I think that first half was on par, if not better, even than some of the stuff we played under Enzo, because it was more direct and aggressive, more exciting to watch. But you also see how much more open we are. So it's always, you're going to get FM on Thursday, Locks, when you do the Leicester City rebuild. And that'll be something I'll be interested to tune in to see what you do. How aggressive do you go versus how much protection? So yeah, I think we might need a plan B to grind out games where we need to rotate. And tonight, Pratt, it's interesting someone mentioned him. That's the thing. We don't really have enough options in those kind of things. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. That'll be good fun to do. But yeah, let's move on to Hull. But I think hopefully that gives you a lot of context for maybe why this team has been picked and where we might struggle or succeed tonight.
Well, it's a big talking point in the chat. So people start flooding your comments in now. And I'm looking on Twitter as well. And it's the same on there. It's all about the starting 11, of course. And, Marty has had stick in games already this season for his starting 11. This is what he's gone with in there. Stolarczyk, Chowdhury, Fass, Vestergaard, Thomas, Winks, Samare, James, Ayew, Daka. So Chowdhury in for Ricardo, Samare in for Ramsey, and Daka in for Monga, and Ayew in for Carranza, right? So I'm seeing people online and they'll say he didn't need to rest them, but he did. I mean, he wouldn't do it otherwise. Like, he clearly knows they're knackered.
We were totally gassed in that second half. It was so obvious. That's the reason we dropped off. I'm a bit surprised he's not played Ramsey, but to be fair, Ramsey was probably the one that looked the most tired. So he's probably trying to nurse him back in because he was. And
one thing I said in Nil. Yeah. One thing I replied to me in the comment section here was he's played like 6 games in 2 years, so he's gonna need managing, isn't he?
That's it, right? So you don't want to like ruin him again. You can see what he's gonna offer, and I think if we're being honest, you're probably thinking he might start coming into it a bit more properly, like every single game in January time. So that I think is right. I agree with Imran, but you can't play Ricardo on a Saturday and on Tuesday. You just can't, right? So you're going to have to put Hamza in. I actually think Hull are more physical, so I don't mind it so much with this game. Same with Ayew and Buba. But yeah, like I said, I just think I think in isolation, I totally understand why people are complaining about the lineup. But I think if you really, like, if you looked at this in Football Manager, you'd have loads of players where their condition was like 87% instead of 100. And you can't play players when they're not really at their full wax. You're going to have to make some rotations. And look, he hasn't put Skip in. He hasn't put in some other ones. I'll be honest. I think the one surprise is I thought he might play Okoli rather than FaZe, but he didn't. Up to you to decide what you make of that. But basically, as I said in the analysis there, is that what kind of squad do we really have? We don't have a great squad this year. So that's why we're going to struggle. That's personally why I think it's playoffs. I think we will get playoffs, but I don't really see us doing better than that. But let's see. I think it is going to be a tough game tonight. Yeah.
I mean, Cairo the Churro said, especially with the fixture congestion in a league like the Championship, it's better to rest. The 2 away games as well. We have we have Millwall on Saturday afternoon as well. Richard says, good explanation for the lineup. Tar for that. It will be interesting to see how it fares. And I think it was important to see the analysis because, I mean, as you said, Anil, like they were gassed, they were tired, and that explains a little bit as to why there was such a drop off in the second half. In the Portsmouth game. And the players that have kind of reclaimed their spot, you would say are probably just the fittest players. Like, no matter what we think of Luke Thomas, I think he's a fit player, right? His fitness levels seem to be, perfectly fine. I'll tell you what, let's talk about it now. I mean, Jordan James, the first couple of games we saw him in a Leicester shirt, he was in the number 10 role. And for me, he wasn't able to kind of stamp any authority on the game from that position. He's been so much better since being dropped a bit further deeper into the 8. So what do you make to that decision? I mean, again, I suppose the hands are tied in the sense that Ramsey needs a rest, but you do have Lewis Page at the club. You also have Jordan Ayew, who's starting today, but he could play in the 10. What do you think about Jordan James in the 10?
We did like that slide. We had like all 7 players that have been tried in the 10 position. And I think if you take Aaron Ramsey out of it, I actually think the next best 10 probably was Jordan James. And I still agree with you, by the way, that that's not his position. Yeah. But I am saying I think he was the best of the remaining options you've got. So I can see what he's going for. Like, who else do you put there? I've said I think Ayew when he's a 10 is not good at all. I think it really makes the team worse. So I think him actually being out on the wing, we saw it in the last game. Him cutting in was quite good. Bobby Reid pulled his hamstring in the last game. Otherwise, he would have come in that position. So I think Lewis Page is a fair one. That's a fair one to say. But he has shown he gets out muscled. And like I say, this is a team that's particularly good in the physical. So I keep saying I just think his hands are tied. Like, you're right, but we're thinking about the squad that had Ndidi, Cassaday, Pratt, Dewsbury Hall, Akgun could go in there, Casey McAteer. We ain't got that squad. So if I had to pick one, I think I probably would do what Marty's doing, to be honest with you. Like I said, the only other options he could have, if he'd have put Booba and Skip in the team with wings, that would have been more grim in my opinion. So I agree that I think is grim. Yeah, look, Page is in the under 20 squad for the 20 World Cup, so he probably isn't even at the club at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I don't like it. I think Jordan James should be playing in the A. Clearly it's the rotation and it's just the squad limitation, which is why he's had to go for it. He might surprise us. Who knows? Imran says, Daka to get off the mark tonight. I can feel it in my bones. I think he needs to go and see a doctor about his bones, to be honest. There's a comment here. Kieran says, Anil, we need you on FC26 clubs. Locks isn't managing the club right. Players aren't turning up for games. Man management is poor. I haven't really shown up to games either the last couple of days. And just before we get Lucas in, hopefully Hull have a stinker today, says Imran. And not a fan of the lineup, but at some point, if the club won't make transfers, then the manager has to adjust. I think that's a good point, mate. I think that's a good point. Right, let's get him in. Here he is, Luke. Somebody messaged me earlier saying, don't wake Luke up for this shit show of a lineup. But I'll bring it up on screen for you, Luke. Jakob, Chowdhury, Fass, Vestergaard, Thomas, Winks, Samare, James, Fatawu, Ayew, Daka. Talk to me, mate. How are you feeling about that?
So I got 2 in the preview correct. Yeah, we all thought that, after the game that Ricky P had in his injury record, that it made sense, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, for Chowdhury to come in for him, because we've got no one else. We also have Samari that's come in too. Okay, fair enough. But I don't understand the Daka and the Eye up top. I kind of do and I don't. Like, I'd much prefer Monga like a pacey winger. Like, unless we're going to change shape, like, people have always argued that if you're going to get the best out of Daka, he needs a striker alongside him, and that's why he had that one free game of Kalechi next to him against Moscow. But I think it's a little honking, to be honest with you, but it is a championship season, and we do need to use rotation. But I don't know about how I feel about this, but I'm hoping to be wrong about this. But yeah, I just don't want to see Daka in the starting 11 at all.
Everybody get your score predictions in the chat. The game's about to start. I'm going to come to you first, Anil. Give me yours, mate.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Oh my God, fuck me.
I
Luke,
mean,
what you
we're
got
the
with,
draw
mate?
specialists. It's hard to say we're going to win, right?
I can't remember what you said yesterday, Luke. What did you say yesterday, and has it changed?
Yeah, it's changed now. I went 2-0 Leicester City. I'm going to be negative. I'm going to go Leicester City 0, Hull 1.
Wow, a loss. Okay. I'm saying you're all wrong. I'm going to be clipping you all up, and Leicester are going to win 3-0 tonight. There you go. Have that. 3-0
Good.
Leicester
Hope
win
you're right.
tonight. Yeah, I'm
me
feeling
too.
positive. We're about to kick off in this game. Let's sort this out.
Here we go.
There we go. We are
Did you guys
underway.
expect to see at least... Were you guys of the opinion that maybe Evans hadn't been featuring at all just because he hadn't signed a professional contract? Did you expect half maybe would see him on the bench today? Not to say that he'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
appearing, but...
I thought he would because he signed the contract. They did that with Jeremy Monga, didn't they? And I think they did it with Lewis Page, but they haven't.
Just a quick one as well. If you are new round here and to the regulars, please, as you know the rules, do not spoil anything in the live chat. You can see our clock at the top. Try and match your game up. If you're not matched up, don't spoil anything or you're going to get timed out. Wait for us to react first, please. Just quick score predictions. DP says 3-1. Nicky says 2-1. Daniel says 2-1 Leicester. Richard says 1-1. Rye says 1-1 or 2-1 loss. Sean says 3-1 Hull. And Kieran also says 3-1 Hull. So let's see what happens.
I don't know if I'm being harsh. I'm just glad he just didn't pump it long for the sake of it just there, Yaka, but that was still a honking pass from him. Sorry to be negative right off the bat, but it was.
Sacked.
Yeah, I just covered Jakob's honking passing in the pre-match. We can see already we're not really pressing as high, so that was the other way I was going to say is that what he did do in games against like Charlton is you had a much deeper sort of 4-2-3-1 and played more of a conservative style that offers you more protection. And that might be his plan B because, you know, if you haven't got the fit box crashes, you just can't attack as much.
Go Winks, go Winks.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it has worked though. Oh, no.
Has Daka fouled his man there?
It looks like it.
That's not great. I missed that from Winks. What happened there with Winks, Luke, when you went, fucking
Nothing.
hell?
He just went for the trademark fucking in the middle, received the ball, back to fucking Jakob, and then dish it out left or right. I missed that move. He made the run for him to do it as well.
Richard says, just realised why I keep using honking these days. It's Luke. I think he's... Do you use that word? Do you use the word honking, Luke? Richard's blaming you.
You guys
for that.
started it.
Yeah, I think that was me. My bad. Fox's Army thinks 1-0 to the Leicester. 1-0 to the Foxes, he reckons. Hopefully, mate.
I remember last time we played this lot at this stadium, we drew, but we were really lucky to get the draw. And Carvalho missed that penalty, didn't he?
Didn't Vardy...
Great
didn't
ball, are you?
score?
That's how is it? Oh,
Fucking hell,
Didn't
he's never been
Carvalho
killed in the
score
box.
and Vardy missed? Or did Vardy score?
he both missed the penalty and scored in the same game.
Okay. Oh, nice, Hamza. Well in there,
Fuck,
mate.
they look to hit us fast on that break right there. There's their fucking game plan in a nutshell right there. That's what I was looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, on the preview, mate, we looked, didn't we, about they like
committed.
to use wing play. They like to use the wing play apparently, and they've got McBurney up top, and he's a bit of an annoying knobhead.
They all started to move though, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see what they do here. Fucking,
So
I forgot about Carvalho, eh?
Yeah, he's at Brentford now, isn't he? He's at Brentford.
He's not been featuring too much, has he?
We nearly signed him. Do you remember in that January window? And then he went to Hull
Neil
instead.
was very keen on him.
Good player.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, he might be one of those players that's like too good for the Championship but not good enough for the Premier League. Yet few players. that is true. I would say right now the Premier League is way more physical than the Championship.
Yeah, I hear you. Here a Hull on the right hand side.
Yeah. But to be fair, I remember when we were playing Leeds away last time we were in a Championship, and Jurgen Klopp said he watched the game and he was like really, really surprised at like how technical the out the game was between the two teams. Like, you know, this is actually better than seeing a lot of Premier League games. Man, I got a good spell of pressure here.
Yeah, Hull doing well here. Fall in. Across. Oh my God, Jakob, man. Jesus
Wow, he's kept it
Christ.
out, but I think Hamza got skinned too early there. Too easy there.
He did the hard bit, Jakob, there of stopping
Yeah.
it, and then he just couldn't keep hold of it.
Yeah.
All
That's
nearly,
right,
I
he's
mean, it's
made up for it.
it's
Yeah,
all
he's
Hull
always
so
kept
far.
it out. That's the most important thing. But yeah, he did not have his finest hour there.
Get fucked. That's why I should be playing
Oh!
a fucking wing.
Go on.
Or not.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
He did actually cut it back. Do you remember when he didn't
Still
cut it
got
back to Wingster?
Abdul. Oh, he's lost
Oh,
it.
no. Okay, now the
but
game
we're-
is stretched
we're gonna
already.
get, pants have been caught down.
Thomas is going to
Oh, well
dive
in,
in. He
that's
wins it. He's out of position now. He's out
Yeah,
of
that's the
position
problem. He's
now, down
actually,
the
by
right.
making that challenge, he's actually made it worse for himself.
Oh, he slips. Follow up.
Yeah.
Goal for Hull.
You could see it. That was as soon as Luke Thomas made that
Wow,
challenge,
wow,
what gave it away.
Wow.
This looks like a defeat, I think.
Instantly, a little nice attack for Leicester, a bit of pressure. Luke Thomas dives in, wins the ball, to be fair to him, but just can't. The touch isn't great.
Yeah.
Down the right by
And
Hull.
they say that we've said it
Do
before.
you blame Thomas there, or do you blame fucking Ayers
No,
for standing there like a slow fucking turtle staring at the ball when he's 2 yards away from the ball?
To be honest with you, that's a
hard,
lot
isn't
of the system as well, is the way that we play. I mean, like you saw, as soon as he lost that, he gave that ball away, Luke Thomas. He's completely out of position. Good finish.
If anything, Hull are lucky that first guy slipped, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
they almost
Kieran.
scored like, a minute before that. You can't say the warning sign wasn't there.
Fucking
There goes
Thomas,
Locks'
man.
position after 5 minutes. Yeah. He's playing JJ out of position, and that imbalances everything. Yes, lads. Well, that's the prediction out the window. Yeah. Lucas has decided to blame Marty for that goal. So there you go. Does that mean we won't get arrogant in the second half? yeah, that's true. Well, there's the fucking attack people wanted, and yeah, get hit on the break.
Wow, Luke Thomas is another one that. And there we go. He's got his long throw. That's the only thing he's really got is deliveries. I don't think. I mean, Luke was saying to me earlier that like a left back is surely the position would be the best we could upgrade in, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll sort the timer out now, guys. Don't worry. Oh, in for Leicester in the box.
Good delivery. Looks like we fouled our own players there. Faze and Vertigon. Winks. Too far.
Lucas, you're a bozo, mate, in the chat. You're being ridiculous. You're being a bozo. Frankie, how can anyone defend Thomas at this point, really? Dorco will. Dorco will defend him. Are we actually already losing? Yeah, mate. Already 1-0 down. It is on the territory, though, Nil, where, like, we could start putting together some of these goals that we concede with that Benny Hill music like we did last season.
I mean, Luke Thomas would have his own montage. He's this season's James Justin, isn't he?
Yeah.
The thing that's so unfortunate about that is that the first challenge he made was actually really good, right? But it's just he didn't.
Dorco was listening. Dorco said, I will defend Luke Thomas. I don't know what there is to defend, mate, to be honest. Tony says, don't panic, we bring on the first team second half. Yeah. Yeah, we should be better in the second half at least. Are we going to struggle to score in this game, lads? What do you think?
Looks like it.
Oh my God!
Fucking
Where is
hell,
fucking
man. Look at
Thomas?
the
Where is
space.
he? Where is he?
Out of position. We recovered luckily.
Samara takes it quick. Jordan James then fouled.
We're going to have to get nasty here, boys. I want to start seeing some fucking dodgy challenges. I want to see at least 3 yellow cards before we go into halftime. This is fucking... We just cannot allow this, man. They're bossing us completely on the ball. They're bossing us physically. We look like shit.
Yeah. Why does Thomas keep getting picked? I think the reason he keeps getting picked is because it's not as if it's a clear-cut upgrade, right? It's Victor is the alternative. So there's not much in
I'm
it.
surprised he's not been rotated at all, though. Like, as far as I remember, Christensen has not started the game yet. I guess it's still his injury, right? But
yeah,
because the thing is, it's fair. It's like, he's literally, that's not the first goal that he's cost us this season, right? Must cost us like 4 or 5. Like we just showed literally in the analysis pre-match how Thomas slipped, allowed that goal for John Swift.
Man, 10 minutes in, people. VK has all the same issues as Thomas, says Adrian. And that was all right from Daka there. I mean, there was a comment up here, guys, just saying we need to have a conversation about Fatawu. What do we think?
It's fucking been 11 minutes, man.
Yeah.
You want to focus on him?
Yeah, look, we started to get control of the game now. Let's see. I mean, of course, though, Hull don't mind that. They got something to defend now. Oh, unlucky.
Fatawu lost the ball trying to cut back on his left foot. Oh, here we go. Coming down the left
He was
again
too
now.
fit.
See, I got to say, is every time we lose the ball, we just look so weak on transition.
Yeah. Why is that? Why are we so bad on transition?
Because we've got that extra man that's trying to join the attack there. We might be too eager to get it forward.
I can only imagine the head loss that is going to be online right now.
But the thing is, say like Hamza there, he's tried the line breaking pass, and it's like if it works, great, it comes off, it could generate a chance. It's like if it doesn't come off, you might be, weak on the other end. So we did say at the start of the season this would be a riskier brand of football than what we saw under Enzo, and you're seeing that so far. All right, here we go, it's Fatawu.
It's fast. Samare. I mean, our width is Luke Thomas. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck me.
Well, I'm sure Monga will come on at some point, but yeah, that is interesting though that they do in that way. That he's way wider than Oh,
Go on!
oh, that could have redeemed himself, both Thomas and I. That was a great chance. Should have got that on target.
He has to hit that on target. Yeah, that was. I think that.
Yeah, that'd be in the back of the net.
I think that Bozo alarm was quite kind. I would go for this.
Fucking donkey.
I should have done more of that. Jimbo says, yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah.
He's fucking a donkey, and he's not a striker.
That's interesting though that we've decided to do that. I wonder if that's a tweak that Marty's made. That he's telling Jordan Ayew to go in a bit narrow and have Luke Thomas push out more to the wing.
And then we're just going to get killed out wide, right? Down that our left-hand side.
That's the
like
problem
that.
because it's similar to Cooper's system where you've got the fullback joining in the attack. It can work, but it carries risks.
And Thomas is slower than JJ was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But you are in a less competitive division, I suppose. So,
do some air.
Yeah. I think last 5 minutes though, we've been all right.
I don't think so. I think we've been appalling.
No, I think we've been okay the last 5 minutes. We settled into it a little bit. I just think
the game as a whole, honking, yes, but I think we've definitely, we're the team on top now.
Right where we're standing right now on the pitch, we can't break them down from past this point any further. We turn the ball over and over again. We're stringing together 3 to 4 passes at the back as we try and move up the pitch, and then just fucking try and pump it long. Doesn't work. Turn the ball over, rinse, repeat, and they look more dangerous on the break, and we don't look dangerous at all.
I think it's a tough. It was a tough situation at the beginning of the game, wasn't it? Because it's like you want to start strong, you want to get an early goal, but on the flip side, the last thing you want to do is concede early. I think they were still settling into the game in the first few minutes of the Leicester. So I think they've settled in a little bit now, but you're a goal behind. You've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we struggled scoring 1, so now we've got to score 2 if we want the 3 points. I think we will score. I think we will make it 1-1, to be honest. But yeah, let's see.
I hope so, mate. Because this is fucking awful.
I think you're being well harsh, Luke. Look at it. Last couple of minutes, Fastnet definitely getting around them.
Luke was happy clapper this morning. Now he's
raging. Again, another ball long.
Go on.
There's no
slip.
Fucking
Harry
weeks,
Winks.
mate. What?
Samari fouls the whole.
Good. They were about to run away with it.
Whole look compact in their shape and waiting to hit us on the counter. I mean, that's going to be any game plan against Leicester, isn't it, this season?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's ideal for them as well, right? You got something to protect.
Thomas again.
Was that Yannick?
Yeah, Yannick recovered from.
Saved the day.
Vestergaard.
If Luke Thomas isn't hauled off at halftime, bro, I'm going to start turning on Marty. Dead set.
We have seen them drag Thomas previously, didn't we? A couple of games ago. Was it the Swansea game or the game before that?
Yeah, for Victor. I think that was with West Brom, actually. I think he did that.
He just don't look like a footballer. He looks like an apprentice scaffolder. That's what Luke Thomas looks like. He looks like he'd be on the.
I just think that Enzo knew it all along. He can't play this kind of left centre back role. He just can't do it.
Can't do it.
He actually put in a decent cross there when he was the fullback doing that. That's more of his game.
Big shout out, by the way, nearly over 400 people watching, so thank you so much.
Nice.
Make sure to leave a comment how you think the game's going.
Nice.
Go on!
Oh!
How has he not put that away?
They're asking for handball.
Yeah.
Wasn't even in fucking.
But look, that's twice now we've had very good opportunities. These are good XG chances we're making.
Was that Patson?
Hamza cut it back and it sort of didn't quite cut back fast enough. If it done, it would have been a.
That was good play there.
That was. I mean, Hull got away with one there. You know, that I wouldn't say that's as clear cut. Maybe as that one that Jakob saved. But it was...
Fucking IE, mate.
Come on, Luke. Come on.
Did you not see that run that Samara just made? Did you not just see that? He went backwards.
Yeah. I know. I hear what you're saying. They're going to hopefully show the replay because they're talking about a penalty and stuff.
They got out from it, didn't they?
Oh, here we go. What you got in your locker, Luke Thomas? What are you going to do here, mate?
Oh, fair play. Won the ball back.
Pretty good there. Pretty good.
Oh,
for fuck's sake.
We look awful. I don't know what game everyone else is watching. We look awful.
In possession we look all right, mate. In possession,
I don't think so at all. I think this is the worst 20 minutes of Leicester City I've seen this season.
Go back to sleep, mate.
No, you guys are
It'll probably be 2-1.
What are you guys watching?
It's not great, mate. I agree, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't say it's terrible. I wouldn't say it's
It's
terrible.
fucking terrible, boys.
Rise Marty
yeah.
out. Go on, Luke. Oh my god. Oh my god,
We
Luke.
look how good a.
What are you doing, Luke Thomas, there, mate? I'd rather stay in the Championship for another year if it means we get a whole new back line than getting promoted with this back line. Poor display, I agree with Luke. I'm here for Luke's rants, nothing more, nothing less. We are asleep on the
See,
ball.
that was a close one, but it was no handball.
No handball. Okay. Oh my god.
I think it's off.
I mean, the danger man in my eyes is the left back for them. Ryan, you know Ryan Giles, and
He's got great
Luton
delivery.
and Middlesbrough. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Who's got Alfred Doherty? He's in this division still as well, isn't he? Is he gone Borough?
He's still at Luton.
No, he can't be.
No, he went to Millwall. He's at Millwall now.
Millwall, okay, yeah. I was going to say there's no way a player like that is still playing in League One.
I'll say this.
Look at this.
I mean, look, this is nice.
Look at that play.
Yeah.
Okay, and then look at your boy Patson Daka. Fucking hell, man, ruins it.
That was actually a poor touch from Jordan James though to play that ball through. But I think to be fair,
my God.
it does deserve.
God.
I'm gonna rage it, boys. I can feel it today.
Mate, that was just typical Daka, innit? Just falling over, man. Shocking.
I reckon if I punched Patson Daka, his whole body would like lift in the air and he'd land in fucking Leeds.
Patson Spacker. I like that one, right? Come on. Here's Yannick. He's gonna try play it long.
Nice ball, Yannick, you sexy bastard.
What are you gonna do, Patson?
Look at.
Nah, see, that's the problem with that kind of.
There's your Garrett forward, Imran.
And fucking Graham. Do you guys watch football? You just need to pump a ball long for Daka for him to get physically fucking dominated off the ball. There you go. Graham, the ball was in front of him.
Get forward.
Kieran says Luke crash out pending.
Fucking, we're like at 80% right now.
What will send you over the edge?
I don't know.
2-0 probably.
Hams has been half decent. I'll say that if I'm going to try and be positive.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd agree with that.
I actually like the fact that he attempted the line-breaking pass earlier.
Giles injured, or down, sorry, should I say? Not injured, but he's down.
Someone step on his leg back
time as well.
Somebody asked here, Trilly Ethan, what's one player you would like to see be brought into the starting 11 in January, new signing or academy? I think I would say Bade Aluko. I think Luke would probably say the same. Luke, do you agree?
What's up?
If you could pick one player you'd like to see brought into the starting 11, new signing or academy, I said Bade Aluko. I thought you might agree with that.
Yeah, easy. I would play him with Thomas's. I think he's better at centre back, but he has to be better at left back than fucking Thomas right now. He's bigger, faster, and he's looked pretty reliable on the ball to me. I still don't understand why he hasn't him at least featured off the bench yet. He looked like a gem in pre-season. He like, you could say, oh, maybe that's pre-season, or maybe that's just training, but to tell me what the fuck Luke Thomas is doing in training that warrants him over Aluko, I don't understand.
They've been forced into a change here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good for us though. Giles, good player.
Yeah, I'd say he's a good player for them.
But now you've just got somebody more physical coming on against Hamza.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
Hamza
thing. The
had
one
better
person you
agile.
could target on the.
Andy King giving coaching to Hamza, who completely ignores him. Daka is worse than Akinbayi. Never seen such a worse striker. Fatawu Screamer incoming, says Blaze. Aaron says, told you guys a week ago, Marty is a clown. Please elaborate. Truth is, we play better when behind, says Casper.
I actually think that's true because we were forced to go for it more, but I don't know.
remember
The
in the
first
second
goal,
half-
obviously it's a mistake from Luke Thomas, but it's happened now.
In the second half, we're going to have Monga, we're going to have Ricardo, we're going to have Ramsey. I think we'll be all right in the second half.
Maybe. I think the issue is, though, and Luke's right to point this out, is that Hull do look very threatening on the break.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is not a game where, for example, like the team's got a goal, a bit of a freak goal, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, what do we do?
Mate,
You
Winks
could
is
easily see
sleeping
them
there.
getting another one because we try and get a goal ourselves. But I think we do, as you say, Logs, I think we do look like we'll score.
Yeah, I think we will. It's just who scores first, right? Us or them.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Yannick? That's nice.
Nice. Oh,
Samare.
see
Now, here
that
we
now
go.
on the transition. Yeah.
Watch Thomas.
He's already guessed. You fucking stupid fucking scaffolding cunt.
Apprentice. He's on a scaffolding apprentice.
Is that like a rivalry, Luke, like between the painters and the builders, is it?
The painters everyone hates Sparkies because when they come they put
Oh,
lights
okay.
in, somehow those fucking bell-end fucking pussios have the fingers of a fucking mechanic and put finger marks all over my beautifully painted ceilings. I think they're God's gift to fucking Meng on site. I hate Sparkies. Scaffolders in Australia are all fucking Kiwi Maoris. Oh, you're right.
Nice, yeah, go on. Oh, pointed it out in the analysis, yeah.
Wish Brigham was in the chat right now.
The time we're on, mate, is at the top. That's the time. You can see it on the screen. That's what we're on, there or thereabouts. So, yeah, just sync up to that.
Right. I know it's only 26 minutes in, but I was asking you, Neil, earlier, like, how do you think we would have done last season if Marty got the same money in charge that Cooper did?
In the
I
Prem?
respect Marty for in the Prem, because I just want to say this. I respect Marty for his attitude. I like the way he speaks. I think he's half decent for getting the morale back together. He paid to be here. I'm quickly losing faith in this guy.
Here we go.
Because if you turn around and say to me, well, he doesn't
Nice.
have the team to play fucking one-touch football, then why do you persist
Yeah, he's
with
got to
him?
stop playing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's being harsh. Because this is not working. We're about to
We've
concede
got
another
it.
goal here.
Samara loses the ball.
Should've been.
Ball over the bar.
There's some nice stuff to look forward to, but there's been so many bozo moments. Like there, we actually did the press, we win the ball back, and we just give it away to Simari so stupidly. Yeah, look, he's complaining, oh, I got fouled, mate. It's a championship. Get the fuck up.
This
Get
is,
the fuck
honestly,
up, bro.
boys, this is
No,
worse
but it's
than that
true. I mean,
second half.
it's that you got no VAR either. You just got to keep playing.
Darren, it is 3:15 in the morning. It's probably why I'm raging. I've just had 3.5 hours sleep to watch us just get bent over and fucked with no Vaseline by these cunts. With fucking Daka and I up top. Welcome to the championship. Leicester City 25-26 season, ladies and gentlemen.
Ethan reckons we would have picked up more points with Marty in the Prem, but we still would have made the same mistakes that we made last season and or had a real lack of quality. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't. With the situation, I don't think we would have been much. Depending, no matter who the manager was, I don't think we would have been that better off regardless. But I know.
How many points did you get in the end? 20 or something ridiculously capped like that, right?
Here we go. Are you? Samari's been dog shit, by the way. Samari's been terrible. He's been really bad.
I'll bring Ramsey on for him probably, but
Abdul can't beat his man.
He's got a new man to beat, to be fair.
Look at them. Look at them playing out versus us, man. Look at that.
We need multiple changes. Yeah,
Look what they're doing, man.
Nah, look, I get it, but look, they haven't been too good at doing it either.
They've been better than us.
They have probably at doing.
We finished on 25 points last year. I mean, Luke thinks we'd be on 60 with Enzo.
I do. I still maintain it. I will fight you till the cows come fucking home with that. If that money that fucking Cooper got was injected, you can do that all you want, Locks, but you know dead set that he knows his system. He has a bomb squad at Chelsea. He had the same thing the second he came to Leicester City. He would have done that the money. Keep playing it, brother, because it's fucking right. He won a European trophy. He's one of the best.
We wouldn't have had 60 points, though. We wouldn't have had 60 points with Enzo.
I don't know about 60 points, but I still maintain that we would have finished anywhere between 10th and fucking 14th.
Transition again, trouble. Tried to win the press. Now it's good from Hamza in the end.
Jakob just gives it to them. Jakob just gives it to them.
He maybe should have let that.
Faye's nearly fucking added to his own goal fucking tally. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
Enzo would not. Yeah.
Or skip.
2-1, 2-0, yeah.
Fuck me. Yeah, told you.
Game
look like
over.
Shit. We look like fucking shit.
Yeah. Jakob should have just let that go as well, I think, when he was trying to save that. Yeah, Thomas again, is it?
Yeah. Heads are down, heads are dropped, boys aren't talking, morale's gone, boys have given up, doesn't matter how many fucking times you're like, GG, time over, should go back to fucking bed, can't fucking piss me off with this shit, Leicester, you look like shit.
Was it Thomas at the back post? Was that?
No, let's see. It's just catalogue of errors, wasn't it? That was nice football from Nuno into the half space.
Steve Elm, he's at the ground and he called Thomas shit, and some old bloke turned around and called him clueless. Like, Thomas ain't shit. Come on.
Tell him to fucking buy that lad next game he sees him a Jurassic Park t-shirt and wake the fuck up. Fucking dinosaur.
This is the first real test now of Marty's reign. It could get a lot worse as well. Just getting caught out on transition the whole time.
Apparently Marty's fuming.
You should be.
I don't know what anybody saw.
Same time, he's picked the lineup right. He's got a.
Oh, fuck me. Look at them.
I mean, look, they're trying to work hard there to win the ball back there on the press, but it's that sort of style. It's like we have to win the ball back within 7 seconds, otherwise we're wide open.
What are you talking about, Marty playing the same ones? What same ones? This isn't the same 11 to what it was 3 nights ago. This is a different 11, man. Man, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Could we see a triple? I think we might see a triple sub from him at half time, Well,
we might have to. It would be Hall, probably Thomas, Samare, maybe Daka.
Apparently there's Marty out chants in the stand.
And Postecoglou is available.
Fuck me. Can you imagine?
Is Danny Roll still available?
No,
he's going Rangers.
Okay.
I think if I was Marty, I'd make 5 subs at half time. Fucking hell.
Problem is, he made 5 subs in the last game, and one of the subs got injured, and that meant that we were man down, pretty much.
Alan Kirbishley. Lee Saturday.
How come he went out of the game for so long, Kirbishley? Because oof.
There is
Decent.
absolutely no chance in hell that Marty Cifuentes is going to be sacked on Saturday if we lose.
No.
You are living in dreamland if you think that would happen. That's not me arguing against it, whether it should. I'm just saying it won't happen. Yeah, we have been really shit, hardcore. Even if we hover mid-table, I'm going to give Marty the season. He's not a bad manager, and a couple of windows will help. I'm just tired of saying manager out. I'm just tired of seeing manager in and manager out. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's
all
not
my
the
problem.
issue, man.
Because if that keeps happening, number one, we're Watford, and number two, the board keep getting away with it. There we go, Holcomb again.
Because the thing is, a lot of people, we want Chris Wilder in charge, It's although you never know, he might end up with more points of us because he's back at Sheffield United. Good challenge. No, what?
If we keep changing managers, there will be no stability or growth and no chance to rebuild. Bourbon says our squad is shit, disjointed misfits. Sooner or later, we have to give a manager a good few windows and just deal with it until we recover.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it wouldn't be an unfair scoreline 3-0 right now with how we're playing.
No, I think this might be our first. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be the first proper duffing of the season. Because we keep pushing up, we're going to keep leaving space in behind. But we're 2-0 down, right? You got to go for it. I mean, you got to think this team, there's only one new player that we have in it from last season. So
a bunch of pussies not up for the fight, says Richard. It's
got to make it there. He has, fair enough.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck me. Curtin Patel says for the last 2 years there's been a set template to win against Leicester. Low block hit on the counter. I mean, I think any template would beat us last season, to be fair. Ayu does well.
Go on, Tao, yeah.
What you got for Tao? He's going to shoot.
It's going in. Although, has he activated hero mode already? It's funny though, a lot of people had Hull to go down, didn't they, in terms of
wings,
man.
mate.
Fuck me, man.
Getting just out-muscled all over the place.
We are getting bullied.
Yeah, it's the theme of every game we've been in so far this season. What we're trying to do there is we're trying to combat it with numbers, but it's like if every one of the numbers is really weak. You saw there, that guy just bulldozed his way past Winks and then Thomas.
All of those numbers are always in the incorrect position compared to Enzo is night and day. Here we go, another isolated winger. Here we go, tripled up on for Fatao. None of our line-breaking passes in the final third have worked. They've all been turned over.
Rather we lose if we play like this and make a statement and get a scrappy point we don't deserve. Meanwhile, Nelson sits at home watching this crap.
Yeah, that's a weird one. But I mean, so far the mistake's been Thomas. So is he going to play instead of Luke Thomas? Probably not. He's not left-footed.
This is a good comment here from Aaron and Neil. I was going to mention this to you earlier. Do you think that we are way too predictable on that right-hand side and that we compacted down that side way too much? And that's probably one of the reasons why some people think Monga's been quiet the last 2 weeks, because he hasn't had that much service and we commit way too much down the right-hand side.
I think that's improved in recent games. You've seen it even today. He has played JJ in a few times. They're combining better than they were. That was definitely an issue previously in the season. But look, now he has got support. Not all the time, but he does have it. Oh, nice. Wow.
Rams has done well there. Fair play.
Yeah, he's... Okay, now the other side. Well, but nah, look.
Thomas what are we going to do with Thomas? Yeah, what are we going to do?
Yeah,
I'd rather get Victor on at half-time, man, for sure.
Yeah, I
well,
agree.
Monga, because IU's going central, right? So you don't really have that player to beat.
Handball, no! Damn, man.
Could have been.
The whole player was like just leaning on the ball there.
I know. Okay, sustaining the attack a bit here. Here we go.
Oh my god.
It's a good spell. There we go.
Better crosses though, I would say, from our
our crossing's been poor all season, isn't it, really? There you go. There's a latest has got in a corner though. Yeah. Come on, we need that goal before half time.
To be fair,
how many Marty outs have we got in
tragic. There's if you're Marty out, tell us in the chat if you're Marty out. I want to see how many of you there are. I know 3 for definite. Ivan, Lucas, and Aaron.
No.
Just playing pinball there. Pinball.
Yeah.
Rise Marty out as well. Aaron says he's clueless. Ref out, top out, Rudkin out, players out. Sean said. Top is CEO now, lads. Things can only get better, right?
A lot of bozo passing tonight.
He's fouled there. Ref gave Daka a chance, to be fair. We will smash them in the second half, says Darren. We don't play a full 90. I don't know.
I can see a 4-0 at the moment. But...
That's what I'm worried about, Neil.
I think if we get in, well, we will now. Hopefully, get in at 2-2. I think we're gonna go 2-2 in the second half, with Ramsey and Ricardo. But I swear to God, Anil, yeah, if he brings Ramsey on for JJ, I will kick off. It's Samari, man.
I'm going to kick off if I have to fucking look at Luke Thomas or Patson Daka. I don't even want to see the camera pan at their fucking face that second half when they come out the tunnel.
Well, I think Daka will come back out.
It depends on the physical condition of the players, though, right? That's the thing you got to bear in mind. There is like what our strongest team is, but I think he would have played our strongest team if everyone's 100% fit. If they're not, then, like even Jeremy Monger, he's 16, so you're asking him to play 2 games in
Yep. He's
3
going to recover
days.
faster than anyone in the team. He's 16.
Yeah.
He's got that young genetics. I'm going to go straight away. Just get your eye you off, you stupid fucking turtle. Your hold-up play's done dick. Daka, you're a fucking waste of oxygen. You're stealing my oxygen. And then put Carranza up top. At least you got someone that's not going to be... Oh, I can't say that because he physically gets beaten as well, for fuck's sake. Either way, I don't want to see any of those strikers up top. We've got 2 of our strikers on the pitch, and we've still only got 1 goal between all 3 of our strikers the whole season.
Yeah, well, that's a big problem.
And we've got this absolute...
And none of the strikers are even any good. That's the problem as well.
It is a problem. One of them.
But I think, if anything, what we're guilty of is we're guilty of trying to play a style that we haven't got the squads to play. That I think is a fair criticism, because it's worth trying it. It did look like it was working in pre-season, but as the season's panned out, it's not working.
Oh my god, you're a turtle donkey fuck.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Hull will want another goal.
Wow, they look threatening every time they go forward.
Come on. Have they, anybody who's there or anybody who's watching with audio, have they started singing You Get Mauled by the Tigers yet? Because that's what they love to sing. We've got about 2 minutes, 3 minutes left, 3 minutes. No, Abdul's been terrible.
Oh. No.
Does the bench fill you with that much confidence? No. Ramsey, Monger, and Ricardo fills me with confidence. Apparently, Abdul's lost possession 15 times today.
Yeah. But at the same time, he has had that shot on goal. He has had a few cutbacks. I mean, the system is the same even with Mavadini and Patel, right? The wingers are going to be the ones where they get one-on-one. It's not going to come off every time. For me, I'm interested to see what Luke says, but I think he was right when he said it earlier. That I think what we've been guilty of is we're trying to go for this cute pass into the final third. It gets cut out and then just get hammered on transition.
Yes, and also that we talk about playing a system that doesn't work, and you've been right to point out in your analysis many times how isolated the wingers look. So we're doing one-touch football that's not looking. We're isolating our most dangerous players. This again gets me thinking more and more in Marty.
Oh, so he is still on the pitch, Giles. Okay.
Oh, someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there then. The players don't look like they are playing a system, says Aaron.
Well, they're not executing on it, that's for sure. I know there have been some times there have been some nice passing through the lines, and we have made a few good chances, but it's just there we go. Now we've got the go on, square John. James
took too long, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Took way too long.
Why is no one there with him now, giving him support?
There was people that Patson Daka was there.
He needed to play the ball first time there, though. Yeah.
He's
got to either have a shot or cut it back to someone. What he's done is the worst of both worlds.
Here you go. Watch this. Be a fucking bozo, idiot fuck. Fucking scaffolding
FC. That's your first half analysis right there, that sound effect. Oof,
Half time.
painful.
Let's have a look at the body language here if we get to see any from Leicester players or manager at half time. No. I think Marty went straight down the tunnel. The comments flying in, so let's get into some of them here. Let's have a look. So Keith says we've had some chances, but again, no quality in the box. James, that was fucking awful. Are you? Tez says this needs nipping in the bud. Decisive action is needed, just like Forest have done. Get back to Leicester and axe Marty tonight, says Tez. We played better in pre-season with Kingy, against OH Leuven. Buzz says the big picture here, which needs to be the most important, is that we have many shit players and bad depth. No manager could make this team work. However, Marty is starting to persist with the same players. How have people even defended that Thomas contract? He's comfortably our worst player. Heads down looking at the floor, says Ryan, as the players were walking off the pitch. Graham being as positive as ever. Cheer up, boys, a game of two halves. Boz says, I am repeating myself every fucking game. We have no benefit of playing Fast or Vesti or Thomas. They are not our future. James says it's not surprising we're so shit. Even our so-called good players are nowhere near good enough. Get Ramsey on and Ricardo too, says Tinky. Ivan says, what, him keeping the same 11? Pompey manager outschooled Mighty last match. We haven't got the same 11, so sorry to break that news to you, Ivan, mate. Peter says, going about as well as I thought it would. Well, let's talk about this then. So Ramsey for Samari, Thomas for Thomas, Silka Thomas. Neil, let me come to you first, mate. I mean, if you're Marty going into that changing room, what is the first substitution that you've got in your mind? What are you doing at half-time? Because I would be surprised if we don't see 3 at half-time.
Well, for me, Thomas has been at fault for both goals, so I think I would take him off. I think you're right about Booba as well. Although he has shown some nice touches, but he's also been a bozo too much. So, yeah, I think I would change those two. And to be honest with you, Ayew, again, he has actually caused some threat, but unfortunately, he's the one that's also responsible for ineptitude. So I'd probably change him for Monga. So there's a thing, but depends on the physical condition of the players. I think the real thing we got to talk about just those that is it need just a completely different style of approach though. Because if I'm being honest, how I see this half going is we're going to huff and puff again. We're going to make some nice moves. We're going to get caught out on the counter attack for 1 or 2 more times. That unfortunately is how I see the game at the moment. Maybe he's got to go, I don't know, way more old school and be like he did go 3-5-2 in some games and stuff like that. Maybe it's the time to do something like that.
Luke, I know there's a comment starred. I'll come to that in a second, but let me ask you first, mate. What about you, substitution-wise? Because I'm thinking Monga, I'm thinking Ramsey. I mean, I'd make 4. I'd bring on Monga, Ramsey, Christiansen, and Ricardo. I'd bring on all 4. What are you saying, Luke?
I agree with all of that except Ricardo. I'd save him for the later part. Hams has not done enough wrong for me to be, and I'm not his biggest fan. You know, guys, I'm very harsh on him. I've been saying that we shouldn't even have him in the squad. It's a waste of time and it's a redundant, and he's been here long enough to prove that he's a championship squad option at best. But I'll say this, he's not been too bad today, and he's the one player. I don't want to risk Ricky P. We're not going to win this game. There's just no point playing him. I just can't believe. Look, I'll say this. We've attempted at least, off the top of my head, like 10 or 12 line-breaking passes into the final third. We've turned the ball over every single time. That's on Marty. You can say it's Bozo all you want about the players. Yes, it is, but Marty is playing a system that's not working. We look so threatened on the break and transition. They're so much faster. We're getting beaten physically. Ayer's been expected to be where's his hold-up play? It's not there. Where's his pace? It's not there. He barely just made that ball just then, and he couldn't even fucking lay it off to Daka or anyone else. Doesn't matter. Daka probably skies it over the bar. I know I'm being negative here, but we look absolutely shit. And let's remind ourselves, boys, this is now 90 consecutive minutes we've seen of us getting fucking dicked. 90 minutes of awful football. That first half is the worst half of any football I've seen from Leicester City this season. I don't know what anyone who is watching, if you guys say we're playing nice plays. We look
In the
fucking
first
shit.
20 minutes,
The
I
whole
think there
45
was a little
minutes, the
bit.
build-up play was dire. I don't know what you guys are watching.
Let me ask you this then. Let me ask you both this. I'll come to you first, Anil. So Peter says, I want to like Marty, but where are Nelson, Aluko, Page, Evans? They deserve at least to be in the squad. Too many players that don't want to be here, and we keep playing them. Because
you go.
no, go on, Luke. I'll come to you first, and I'll go to Anil after. What's your response to that comment, mate? What would you say? Just about Nelson Aluko not getting anywhere near the team.
I think you made a good point. I think it was in the live call-in show that you said that you think that Marty's trying to be a good man manager. He's trying to give everyone a chance. He's trying to, but we thought he was going to come here to promote youth. Bonga's in, but that's granted because he's exceptional. But I at least want to see some kind of integration of youth because, look, you have to play your best team. I understand that, okay? And Vestergaard's been pretty solid for the most of the season. I'm actually not blaming him for anything in that first half, to be honest with you. It's not his fault that he doesn't have pace, but I'm starting to be very, very concerned because we need to see the likes of these players at least feature or come off the bench because a lot of these players that he's persisting with have been dire the last few matches and they're probably most likely not going to be here next season. So if you want to say Marty's here for the future, we've got to trust him, we've got to back him, then, mate, you've got to use what's at your disposal, at least for the time being. And I did see the comment there from Graham. I did see the first half, mate. I don't of last week. Yeah, we looked good in that, but I've now seen back-to-back shit fucking halves from Leicester City. And our first half's meant to be a good half. And it was fucking piss poor. We're lucky not to be 3-0 down. So I don't know what he's on about.
Anil, I'm sick of inverted fullbacks. It leaves us so open. Richard says.
Well, this is, I think, is a very fair comment because that's the thing is the system that we're trying to play here. You're just seeing here, just playing here. Ball gets turned over there by Fatau. Look how few players we've got back. Thomas steps up, so he's out of position there. I mean, this is an issue, right? So maybe we, instead of trying to be so fancy, we just need to play a bit more of a kind of basic style, and be a bit more even counter-attacking, a bit more safety first kind of thing. Because the way that we're playing, we are just completely wide open, and that's why I think of anything. Like, let me ask you in chat. Who looks more likely to score in this game right now, Leicester or Hull? I know the answer to that one as well. So I think that's a fair comment. And the thing I heard, though, is that Cifuentes, when he was at QPR, did change it over quite a few times when something like this would happen. And maybe that's what it's got to be. Because I know we can keep playing this style for some more games to see if we can get it to click. But this is game number 11 in the league. It's not getting better, is it? I mean, the problem is there have been signs where it's looking good, but this kind of style that can leave yourself so wide open, you've got to be bang on it and you've got to be executing it every single time. If you're having a game I did say this in pre-season, these games where you're not quite on it, you'll get dicked way more than playing other styles of football. So it's fair comment.
Ben says wait for when he brings Skip on at half time. Mark says Graham has the bluest of blue tinted glasses. Yeah, we know that. No fight or passion. How many players have got stuck in to even get a yellow card, says Keith. No, our strikers don't look close to scoring as usual. Drift Awake says teams know how to attack us down the wing. Fullbacks aren't great anyway, and our wingers rarely get back to help. I mean, I don't mean to keep singling him out, Luke, but I mean, Thomas, he can't come out the second half, can he? This is why we always say about Victor. It's like, we always just say, I always say Victor's better because surely he can't be worse than Thomas, man. Surely.
I don't ever want to see Luke Thomas in the Leicester shirt again. Him and Daka are just fucking waste of time. What do you see, Luke Thomas? A long throw-in. Are we picking someone off a long throw-in? We have been absolutely pumped down that left-hand side. We've always talked about it all season. It's very exploitable, especially if Yannick Vestergaard with the pace next to him. But Luke Thomas's positioning is awful. That first goal's on him. Maybe you could argue, like I said earlier, that maybe you could have done a bit more of his pace to receive that ball and help him out with him, put his butt out, maybe at least bare minimum draw a foul. The reality is Luke Thomas' positioning is awful. His pace is awful. He's bad on the ball. he looks like a apprentice scaffolder. He offers nothing, and he's somehow bulletproof. I don't know what he's sucking Marty off or what. I don't fucking understand why he's so indisposable, just indroppable in my opinion. We've seen him get hauled off maybe once. This is not Thomas's fault. Okay, Dovko. It's a collective team issue. I'm with you. It's not all and only his fault, but that first goal is his fault, in my opinion. And he just looks way out of his depth again at championship. Let's not.
That's the problem. He is out of his depth. He is out of his depth.
Yeah.
Championship.
If you're at fault in some kind every time, you got to take that player out of the team.
I mean, he's played a part in all the last 3 goals, right? Like the 2 today, the 1 against Portsmouth. I just got sent this very, very short 6-second video from Steve, who's obviously at the ground. So let's see what he sent me. I haven't watched it yet, so it could be anything. Let's see. There you go. The booze. It's like that seagull. That seagull meme.
Yeah, I mean they're playing back there. I mean, Luke Thomas is just like, what is he doing for the second goal? It's just not marking air,
Yeah. Jack says 8 points out of 21 is relegation form. 2007, we went down with 52 points, drew 16 games. That was the cause of our demise. No man. To be fair though, Burnley also drew 16 games last season and finished top with 100 points. But I hear what you're saying, Jack. No manager can change this. We need new owners ready to invest. Question, if Thomas comes back on, will you be worried about Marty and his lack of common sense? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. If Thomas comes back on, I would. 100%. Daka, National League level player. Peter says, second goal, Hamza had no support and lost his man. Hamza and Thomas have never been good enough, literally from their first team debut. Mental how they're still here.
Yes, I agree.
Valtteri says Thomas is a League 2 player. Let me see if there's any other interesting comments here. Everyone is bad, but Thomas stands out for being especially dreadful. Mark says Thomas makes VK look a viable option. That's how bad he is. Carranza on apparently. Kitchen sink it. I don't know if he's saying he is on or or he wants him to come on. Sometimes people in the chat let us know a little bit early if players are coming on. So let us know. Appreciate what King Power have done for the club, but if they can't invest any proper money, then they should sell us. Last couple of comments here. What happened to the talk about a rebuild takes time in the pre-season? Yeah, we're shit. We knew that. Give it time. And
I think to be fair, though, the counter argument to that, though, is that where is this rebuild? Who's in that team? Vestergaard is still in the team. FaZe is still in the team. Hamza's still. It's not like, because the thing is, right? I don't know. Like, if let's say that we had exactly the same performance, but in that team you did have Jake Evans, Ben Nelson, Bade Aluko. People would still be going crazy, but they're going, you got to play the experienced players. But I think to be fair, right, if you're playing these experienced players and you're also putting a clanging in performance in like that, is you're grasping at straws a little bit, right? It doesn't bode well at all. Yeah.
And Anil, if we are doing that, you're exactly on the money. I'm glad you bring that up, because if one, the fans are going to be a lot more forgiving if we're playing our youth. And second of all, this is our only chance. If you genuinely believe that we're going to go back to the Premier League, which I don't after watching this, but let's say we're going to go back to the Premier League and we're going to get promoted. None of these players are on loan. So that means that the valuable experience that they need, if they're going to go on loan, they're most likely going to go to the Championship. Yes, okay. Especially Evans for his age right now. He's 19 or 21 now. He's not a spring chicken anymore. So if he's ever going to be good enough, it has to be fucking now. And he needs those minutes at Championship level so he can prepare him if he's ever going to be Premier League ready. He's not even on the bench. He's not been loaned out, so we're wasting him and his time and his talent and his development at a crucial integral age of football. And the rest of those players that you mentioned are not even getting a sniff. So we're not having a rebuild. Mate, this has been fucking dire. It just makes zero sense whatsoever. I'm going to be serious questions asked about Marty if I even see Luke Thomas's face come out that second half.
By the way, I agree with all these rebuild comments in chat. I do agree with you, but I guess my point is that there isn't really one of these players in the team, right? Like if it was like Ben Nelson was playing every week, you'd at least see. Okay, you could say Stolarczyk is playing, right? But I don't know where is the rebuild, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't really see it, right? No, it looked more promising in pre-season than it did now. Well, basically, since the transfer window, we've just gone back to the old players that we're playing, which is fair enough if you're getting results. Like, to be honest with you, I've got a feeling the club says, no, we really, make them happy, but we've got to get back to the Premier League as much as possible, playoffs minimum. So played experienced players where we've got them for this year. I don't know. It's difficult to see either way. Maybe to try and think more constructively, what could we do? I mean, because the thing is, for example, Luke Thomas is getting hung out to dry, but is it because we're playing this system? Like, what if we just play a system where we're not having it, so you've only got 3 people at back, you have 4 players at the back, you try and go more old school, rely more on individual quality and just be a bit more stable. Something to think about. It's what we said about
JJ last season, wasn't it? JJ and Cooper, right? We were saying that Cooper hung him out to dry. And so it would be, it would be unfair to then not label Marty that way as well, right? To say that he's leaving Thomas out to dry. Although I think a couple of, I think quite often Thomas's issue is he just dives in and he doesn't win it, and then that's it. He's out of position.
Why? I think it's his positioning as well, though, Locks, is he just gets caught in no man's land. Look at that second goal. Say that first goal, right? That first goal is, it's unfortunate. It's definitely a mistake, but at least he's tried to do the right thing and the ball hasn't gone to the right player and no one's helped him out. So, okay, maybe you can kind of excuse that. But it's these goals when he's not scanning properly, someone gets the run on him. And it's not always the case of him just being 2 men on him either. Sometimes it's just that he's just being a bozo and he isn't keeping track of the one man that he's got on. Okay, who are they coming on for?
Okay,
Monga for IU, I'd imagine.
If you're a manager and you're doing analysis and you're doing your weekly preparations to play Leicester City, what's now very evident and concerning me, and guys in the chat and you two, how much do I defend Harry Winks? Yeah, I'm his lawyer and agent.
Daka and Jordan James off. Sorry, Luke. Okay. Jordan James has gone off.
So IU's going up top. But
okay.
Yeah, okay. Locks is officially Marty out. That's what you've seen there.
Right, it's apparent, yes, that if I'm doing my homework and I'm about to play Leicester City and we're going to be playing one-touch football, one, we're going to press the shit out of our teams. We haven't got a second to breathe and string any pass together. And B, what's actually quite alarming is Harry Winks has been closed the second he touches the ball. If you can nullify Harry Winks, you nullify Leicester City. And I've seen that happen now the last 90 minutes. And I think it's going to be something that other managers are now going to target.
Yeah, I agree with that. 4-0 from Peter Walker. That's what it feels like to me right now. First proper dicking of the season.
I can't believe they've taken JJ off.
Well, look, the only thing I'll say about JJ is, again, if he's coming back from international break, maybe that was the plan. I'm going to play you for 45 minutes and Ramsey for 45 minutes in this game, right? Build up your fitness. But yeah, Samara, the only thing he destroys is our own team.
And Luke Thomas is still on the pitch somehow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fire.
Oh, match race is going to be fun tonight.
So I use up front.
Yeah.
I can't believe JJ's off.
What odds do you give us to get a draw right now?
20 to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think he should have made 3 subs there, not 2.
For all those, though, saying Marty out, as it stands, right, maybe we won't become the end of play, but we're still above Ipswich and Southampton. Remember that.
Say it again, mate. Sorry.
A lot of people are Marty out, but we're still above Ipswich and Southampton in the league. It's definitely not gone well, though, you got to say. I didn't think it'd be quite this poor.
I wonder if Southampton fans are saying still out.
Oh, a lot of them are,
Ipswich fans are saying McKenna out. Are they waiting for the net?
Could you imagine the game gets called off because
doing Ipswich what they did?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, we can't play on if the. I think it's the post. I think the post is like exactly. The net is broken. Abandon the game. Cannot play. Think of the net.
It was Jakub. Jakub sabotaged the net, so the game gets postponed.
Trying to. Yeah, Sheffield United, that's another team that, where are they, so.
They don't need to do that. That's a joke. They don't need to fix that.
Joke.
Yeah, the referees told them to get on with it.
Yeah.
I'll start the timer now in a second, guys, when we're about to kick off. Come on, ref, play the whistle, mate. There we go. We're back underway in the second half. As always, the clock is up there, so sync up. Don't spoil it in the chat or you'll get timed out.
Already been tripled
Fatau
up
just
on
lost the ball
Fatau.
there, number 17th time of the game. Oh, we won it
Oh
back.
my God.
Got tripled up on of no support too.
James off, but Lazy Samara is still on. Is laughable. So
Oh,
is Leicester
Monga beats his
forever.
man.
What the fuck was that, Samari? I would have shot better than that.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what you get.
Samari's literally
That's-
never scored for Leicester, so that's the.
That's what you get when you take off JJ, who scores 30-yard bangers, and fucking keep on Samare. No. As George
No, that's a
says in the
totally fair
chat, hit
point.
the
If
like button.
he's doing that for tactical reasons, that's shambolic. I don't think it is, but who knows?
Ray says the net won't be an issue at the end.
Yeah, that's probably what the referees thought. It's like if it was the other end, they'd be like, might have to.
Look at Ayu. Look at Ayu.
Yeah.
Look where he is, man.
Yeah.
Samari has
About
scored
phase
one
up front
goal
now, yeah.
in his senior career for Lille. That's it. Here's that.
Oh, he has actually scored, or is he not?
For Lille.
Okay, because it wouldn't surprise me if he's one of those players that, like, I think Danny Simpson had never scored a professional goal.
Oh, I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
No, he has.
He does he?
Not in England, though. He scored 2 goals. He scored one for Newcastle, one for Royal Antwerp. So he has scored.
There
in
you
England.
go. Yeah, he never
2
scored for
goals.
Leicester. Oh my God, Jordan, are you fucking?
My God.
The Marty's got to go to him right now. You do that one more fucking time, I'm hauling your ass.
Yeah. It'll be Kranza next. Come on.
How about Marty shouldn't have his striker play 2 fucking set pieces back to back? How about that?
Yeah.
Did you see that stat, Neil? Like 31% of games in the Championship this season have ended in a draw.
I mean, in some ways, that shows you that it is back to being a super competitive division, to be fair. But we've definitely underperformed, you know. Because the thing is that even though I'm saying, for example, yeah, but look at the league table and the position, that, you know, that doesn't look so bad. But, you know, when you watch the team play, it doesn't look so good, does it? And also, you got to think that still our wage budget is still got to be in the top 5 or 6, hasn't it, this season? Although, again, I would say where are Birmingham and Wrexham? I think, if anything, the biggest surprise is that, like, the teams that are doing really well, very few people would have predicted them. Maybe other than Coventry, because Coventry did finish the season pretty strongly last year. I know we look out of ideas already, to be honest with you.
Why are we not? Yeah.
We're like a minute patch there. Jordan Ayew's taken a fucking retarded corner, and I think that's.
What do you think to the comments that I've seen over the last couple of weeks, and they're saying that just our press is really disjointed? Would you agree with that?
Yes.
I think it's. Well, it has, but basically, I keep saying I'm not sure we have the squad really to play just a real high press. You got to remember, we got Yannick at the back there as well, right?
You thought he could score from the corner like he did in pre-season?
Yeah, he blatantly did. He blatantly did. Which is dumb. You don't want, you know, you're supposed to look for your leaders at this sort of game state, right? Nice ball, Harry Winks. Mongo on the ball.
Fucking donkey. Look at Thomas there.
That was a nice idea. It didn't come off.
Oh my God.
See that there? That's what the press is supposed to do, right? You just put bodies around them and make it hard to play out.
Ipswich are losing.
See, there you go. Although,
Kieran out.
well, they will be at some point because the amount that
Let's
they've
swap.
invested in that team.
Let's bring him in.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you look at the Premier League itself, right, there is something to be said that the sort of style of football that we're trying to play is just something we got to really think about. Because I got to put my hands up, right? Like at the start of pre-season, I said, looking at Marty, I think this style of football will work in the Championship with Leicester City squad, and it hasn't, has it?
Why is everybody kicking off Samara? Did we miss something, or has it just not happened on our screen yet?
Just giving the ball away doesn't look threatening.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that wasn't it. His winks. Abdul.
Oh, deal at 3-on-1 though.
Remember, don't spoil anything in the chat, lads. Lads and ladies, should I say? Don't spoil anything at all.
Jordan I needs to come off.
Oh, here we go. And what's
Yeah,
Thomas
caught in
going to do with
transition
this?
is 3.
Oh my
I'm done.
God. Dive. Yellow card. Thank you.
Oh, Yannick asked for it and got it. Wow.
Luke thought it was a penalty, didn't you, Luke? You thought
I
it was
was
a
about
penalty.
to have the biggest head loss you've ever seen, bigger than Ragsy's.
Let's see this back.
Oh, no, it was. That was a clear dive, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a dive. That
Yeah.
was disgusting. Cheating fucking bastards. I did think it was a pen as well. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, in real time I did.
Well, because we've been cut on open on transition so often, you just assumed it was.
What I like about what we've seen from Monger is he's proven that you don't need to be physical to have good hold-up play. You've just got to be fast and good on the ball. His hold-up play is instantly better than Jordan. It gives at least a chance for our players to get into position or at least join in the
he's made a
attack.
difference already.
What are we going to do here then, boys? There's Faze. Fata'awu.
Nice. Yes. Brilliant.
Watch Thomas,
Mate,
man.
Samare box crashing is stuff of nightmares, isn't it? Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Nah, he's got away with it, but that is literally got away with it.
Apparently Ipswich are 2-0 down as well. To Coventry.
Oh, but
Coventry
that's a bit
are
different
running
though,
away with
right?
it,
If
man.
they're playing a league.
Oh, no,
leaders.
not to Coventry. Sorry, Coventry beating Portsmouth. Ipswich
Okay.
are 2-0 down to Charlton.
Wow.
Yeah. McKenna out.
Yeah. Oh, is that a corner? Goal.
Yes.
It is. Wow.
Give the ball. You
May as well
But
give him a
again,
goal kick,
who
though.
looks more like scoring in this match? Is it Leicester City or is it Hull City?
Why have we got our striker on our third?
Come on, we need something out of nowhere here.
Come on, FaZe.
Yeah.
What's are you going to do?
Squad over the whole pack. Go on. Why?
Once again, what did I say last game, Anil? Every game we give away a foul from a free kick, from a corner.
Yeah. That time it was Samare.
Man.
Was it what phase again? Probably. It's killing our momentum. There is no momentum.
This is shocking. If only Samare's attitude was in Winks' boots, says Casper.
Yeah, I mean, Winks is still like the only player that I feel like is connecting anything. Monga's not been too bad since he's come on, I don't think.
Ramsey's trying.
Where's the help? Look at the positioning
Yeah.
of all the players right now. Fuck
Yeah.
me. What has Ramsey expected of his back? Like that's everyone.
No, they are in the triangles that they're supposed to be, but whether or not that's the right system is, of course,
They
a
were in
different-
triangles positioned with every single whole player ready to nullify and intercept
Yeah.
any possible avenue of pass there, Anil. I should have just screenshot that.
We give it away again.
All right, run it back there on the press. Okay, turn. Yeah, turn.
Look at that.
Another corner.
2v4 in that scenario.
Yeah,
Under
still.
Enzo would have been 5v4 or 5v3. This is fucked. Oh, my brain. Oh, Jordan I on a set piece again. Fucking Marty out. I've had a gut full of this shit.
Let's see if we fucking give away a foul here. Ayew with an in-swinger. It's shocking again, really. No, it
Yeah.
weren't too
Get
bad.
him off the set pieces, right?
Well, this is the problem, though, Anil. Our other set
Jordan
piece
James.
take is normally JJ. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I've seen Harry Winks take corners before.
Yeah, why can't he, man?
And Thomas. We don't have an out-and-out set piece taker. We haven't had one since Madison left.
I think Kiernan used to take them as well, right? 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But
Wow, Ipswich though are 2-0 down at home. That's really bad.
BC game curse is right. That's true. Yeah. Well, 57 minutes played. I think you make another 2 subs now, Marty. If only we had Bilal El Khanous right now. How different do you think it would have been for us, Anil, this season if El Khanous stayed?
I don't think it
And
would be
Luke.
that much different, to be honest.
What about you, Luke?
I'm in agreement, unfortunately, just purely because of the system. I think that JJ and Ramsey are more than good enough for the championship to do the exact same role you could expect from El Khanous. Unless you were having 2 8s instead of a 10, then yeah, sure, maybe you could make a case for it. But no, with this system, I don't think it would have been much different.
This guy's a beast coming on, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, FaZe looks like poor attitude today.
Man, we're such a basic team, aren't we? Let's be honest. My God, man.
Is next game at home or away?
Away at Millwall.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Not where you want. That is not the sort of game you want when you need a result, is it? Oh my goodness.
Have we had a good 90-minute performance under Marty?
No, we haven't.
No, this is the worst performance
Not even
ever.
pre-season, even against Fiorentina, which was good. It probably was only good for about 70 minutes.
I think Marty's been found out.
Nice. Gone first time. Yeah. That was a good opportunity. They should have hit the target at least there.
If he hit the target there, he's scoring because that keeper was in no man's land.
Yeah, I mean, look, he could have put it straight into the keeper's hands, but yeah, look, he does. Yeah, if he gets that on target, that should have been. That was a good cross, to be fair. That was a good opportunity. Therefore, at that time, Samari and Fatau actually interweaved.
Man. 30 minutes left. Oh my God, Thomas, man. Oh, he's so bad.
He's so awful.
Yeah, Marty, what are you going to do about it then, Marty? Tell me. What are you going to do about it, Marty? Oh, Fass. Wow, FaZe, you fucking bozo.
Thomas actually did it.
Oh,
no.
Stolarczyk, man. I'm telling you, man, this goalkeeper's
Yeah.
fucking shit, man. I'm telling you. He can't control a ball with his hands, man. I'm telling you,
You know, if Jakob left that would have been a goal kick.
Bro, he
I
does
know.
it every
That's the
game.
crazy thing.
Mate, you say Matt Elliott saying it's unfortunate, man. Jakob does that multiple times a game, man. I'm telling you. He did it in the first half. If they score from this, mate, honestly, get Danny Ward back. All we need now is Fast to give away a penalty in the fucking corner.
Don't give him ideas, Locks.
Set play there, attempt by Hull, but goes out of play. So somebody says, such a tragic, horribly predictable half. It's completely indefensible playing the same useless, disinterested bunch of players every week. Nelson, Okoli, Ramsey, Aluko, Page, Evans. Marty gets zero sympathy. He lives and dies by these decisions.
I'm going to refresh this in a minute, boys.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got like potato quality, yeah.
Oh my God. How old is Conrad Logan? Maybe worth it.
Ipswich 3-0 down now.
Wow. Could he get sacked? I don't know if they'll sack him. I think he's got too much credit in the bank, you know?
No, I think they would have to at some point. Same with our manager, to be honest with you. Although I think he will be given still a long time.
Jack Q, wish we could ask Marty why other players aren't being given a chance. Alex says, boo, Samari poison. Jimbo says, boo, but that was shit. Adrian says, it's possible to have sympathy for Marty while still acknowledging he's making mistakes. Yep. Boho says, didn't Ipswich spend a lot of money? They did. They've lost 2 in a row against Borough and now Charlton. Tony says, lose at Millwall, then the next home game against Blackburn will be defining. Robert, here comes Sheffield United as well, winning now 2-1. The Wilder bounces back. Thomas not out of position in a bad way. The under-21s won today. Again. I'm not sure who they played. What date is it today? The 21st. I can't see the results yet. All I do know is that they played. Bring Thomas and
I've got it.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Sorry.
Nice. We look defunct of ideas, says Boho.
Yes, we do. Manager's got to do something here. It's just not working at all.
We've lost the ball again now. They're going to come through the middle. Well,
this is a chance to break now.
Monga's got 3 on him. Yannick. Ball into the middle. Ayu. Samare, Winks, Chowdhury. Abdul. Ooh, bad decision there from the defense. Oh!
Yeah.
Foul on the goalkeeper by Jordan Ayew. Oh man. I'm surprised we're now in the 65th minute and there's still no other change. Just seeing a response to that other tweet I read. Call for the manager. Ultimately, it's pointless. Sack Marty and the new manager will say the same things but play the same players. It's madness watching this group fail repeatedly and keep their places. Daka has 1 goal in 46 games.
That's crazy. Well, but that is the thing. I mean, it's like, I think you can... Look, I still think, though, that we can be getting more out of this team than what we're seeing. But I don't think we can get that much more out of this team than what we're seeing, if that makes sense.
I'd agree with that. I think the peak performance of this team is probably what we saw in the first half against Portsmouth and L.
Yeah,
that's the peak.
I'll say as well, like, we almost got rid of Harry Winks. If we'd have done that, oh my god! Could you imagine?
If he gets injured?
It would have literally never been a forward pass.
This internet is awful. I don't know is anyone on Fox's Hub can let us know if they've got shitey fucking quality right now?
My word! Out of nowhere, Ramsey again. Well, hello.
What a strike that was! Leicester City have scored.
Why are we all stressed? We were just waiting for the 67th minute to start playing, lads.
Oh, I need to see that goal back. It was just out of nothing.
It was really good.
I'll tell you what, Neil, that's out of frustration.
Yeah. Line breaking pass. Lays it off. First time.
Wow,
he's a good player, mate.
That's a difficult goal to score. That's a very difficult
This
goal
guy,
to score.
we love Jordan James, but I think this guy's even better. But
how dare you? How fucking dare you?
No, you can see the technical quality he's got it. He might not have the rest of the game, but I mean, he's now got 2 goals in, 3 games, and also 1 sending off. He's like either 10 out of 10 or 0 out of 10.
The 0 wind up for that goal too, right? No telegraph. That's really fucking hard to make.
That's how he scored it, because he just, toe pokes it. Well, now.
Although I didn't get excited for that.
Oh, that was a real opportunity, A real opportunity. If he keeps it down, that's 2-2. Game on. Oh, great pass there from Samare, to be fair.
Well, that goal is just...
Oh, that was a much better opportunity. He fucking... Yeah, you see Ramsey's expression. He should have scored that, mate. Come on, Leicester. Exactly. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the commentator said that we need something.
Now's the time to put Ricky... Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Hams has been good, but actually, yes, I would put... You could at least move him to the left or play fucking Hams on the left. Yes, I want to see Ricky.
Well, could you bring Ricky on for Samara?
Thomas?
Maybe, but Samari last few minutes, he is impacting the game. It's just
he's got a bit better. That cross he put in earlier was
where he's unlucky, for example, is he's played that pass into Fatawu, but Fatawu's missed it. And it's like, if Fatawu scores that, you're gonna be like, what a fucking first time ball from Booba. But at the same time, it's like that always somehow happens to Booba. Like there 1 or 2 times he does something good, nothing comes from it. Whereas you look at the goal, it's really good. Like Yannick breaks the lines of the pass. Ayu actually holds it up for once and lays it off. And the one of the box
matches. Get him off. Yeah, get him off. He's shit.
Well, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, that might actually improve us. Why is he not subbing him immediately though? If he's hobbling like that,
I think he's fine. I think he's faking it.
Okay, is Christensen on the bench?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Because if not, you could make the argument of putting Ricky at left back or move Hamza over there to get one of the other players on.
Saying. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think he will bring on Ricky P now if it's 2-1 with, let's say, 15 minutes to go. Because before, you just couldn't see anything happening. Now, all of a sudden, we've been we've been awful, but I mean, we could get something.
Look at the high line.
Yeah.
I'll say this, Ricky P hasn't put too much of a foot wrong for me today.
That's because he's not playing.
Yeah, that's true. Is that
the point you're making? Like, you're impressed by Carranza's performance today, Luke, because he's actually not been on the pitch.
Just glitched. I meant to say Hamza. Sorry, I've had.
It was like when Alex Smithy's got player of the season for. Come on, Thomas. We haven't got anything off these throws all season. Now's the time.
Get an assist with a throw and then go off the bench.
Yeah.
Fucking scaffolder.
Oh my god.
That is something to look into, actually, because if you've seen Sunderland, they signed a player who was kind of like an okay player, but he's got a wicked long throw.
Hamza.
No,
is that deflection?
Get him off.
Came off a Leicester player, I think. That's dumb. No, he's just fucking skied it. Fucking hell.
I love this comment. Hamza is a professional footballer.
Oh, mate. Yeah, doesn't it just make you think in life? Like, why has it gone so wrong for the rest of us when someone like that is impersonating?
It's not my stream, boys. There you go. That's
really? Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough, Luke.
Fox's Hub.
Millwall are in third place at the minute, and we play them on Saturday.
Yeah.
At the Den.
Probably Ivanovic will make us cry for what we could have had. All right, hang on. That was a good play by Ramsey. In comes Booba. Drop him through for Tau. Yeah.
Yes, he's rejoined. He's rejoined the attack. Beautiful.
He's going to have a
go.
Now we're going to be open.
Look where Thomas is.
That was good. That was good. Whoever got booked there, that's the right thing to do. Is it Thomas? Yeah.
Now get him off for VK.
Yeah.
I mean, the team.
I don't blame. I feel there's going to be another goal in this, but I still couldn't tell you which way it's going to go.
Come on, we got to make. Here we go. No, that's just a book. We need to get some subs on. Carranza on for IU, and let's get VK and Ricky P on.
I am a bit surprised that Marty's not making any. Yeah, I agree with Greek Fox in the box. That probably is the best thing Luke Thomas has done all game. That conscious comment.
He didn't say whether it was a Cosington Park or not. Why aren't we making subs? Sean says 70 minutes and no more subs. Thomas needed to be subbed off. Yeah. Big shout out, by the way, 767 of you in the chat, in the watching. Make sure to, if you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube. Get involved in the live chat.
What sub did we just make?
No, we haven't made one.
We haven't made a sub, yeah. That was one of theirs.
I'll be back in 1 sec, guys.
Okay, did you hear that, Neil?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for stuff like this, we need to have refs mic'd up. We have an Aussie rules now, and it's massive. I rate it.
Yeah, I agree. It's just chaos.
It would clear the air so much with decisions. Whether you agree with them or not, at least you'd have half an idea what the thinking is.
Yeah, your comment here, Michael. There's literally 0 orange on the momentum graph since Hull has scored. Leicester will be the likely one to score here. I would say from their point of view, I don't actually know what they're doing. They've probably decided now to just park the bus and see the game out, which is probably not the wisest thing from them. But we will keep pushing. That's why they could still score. It could just be massive gaps at the back. Bristol City are 3-1 up at home against Southampton. So all the promoted clubs are struggling. Relegated clubs are struggling.
Okay,
Okoli,
Carranza.
okay.
Interesting.
No!
Good
Great save. Kept us in it there, Jakob. So I'm guessing Okoli's going to come on for Luke Thomas, which that's the other one I've been saying he could try at that left centre back. He has done that last season, Okoli.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, mate, to be honest with you. I think.
Although, funnily enough, I think Luke Thomas, I've seen him make more underlapping runs in the last 2 games than I've ever seen him make in the rest of his career. So, unlucky for Tau.
They should have picked that man up there.
Locks has hated this performance so much that he's contemplating his life right now. I'm convinced of it. Don't do it, Locks. BTG needs you. No, he's 7. Yeah, he's IU. Yeah. No. He's keeping IU on. Oh my god.
And Thomas.
Okay, Silko Thomas is coming on. Okay, is it? No.
Oh, no, okay.
Okoli and Carranza are the one coming on. Okay, Jordan Ayew did go off, right?
What have I missed?
Okay, so Okoli's come on for Luke Thomas, but no, Hamza Chowdhury's coming off for Carranza, it looks like.
Someone
Hamza's
just said both fullbacks off.
Yeah, so he's gone for 2 strikers up top here, which I don't know. I think it
3.
was... Yeah. Yeah, he has taken off both fullbacks, so he looks like he's going 3-5-2 here. He's going to switch. Yeah, he's going to switch for Tau and Monga around.
So Okoli, yeah, we've done it. We've seen this before, right? Okoli.
Yeah, we have seen this before. Yeah. Yeah, it is a change of shape. Yeah, look, Monga's out on a.
So Ayew and Carranza. Ayew and Carranza as the 2 forwards.
No, okay, no, that's good. It's more of a 3-4-3 at the moment. Luke, I've got a backup stream, but it's also Fox's hub, which is awful.
Okay, yeah, it's not me. It's Fox's
hub.
Everyone's.
Oh.
Okay. We've got 3 players in between. There we go. That's better.
Nice. Oh.
Much better.
Beautiful. Shot. Oh, right idea. Bad execution.
Yeah. Excellent from Monga there.
It's funny. Ramsey scored one, but he probably should have scored another one right if the header.
Right, let me catch up with some of these comments. Harvey Barnes scored for Newcastle. 3 at the back when we're down. What did you want, Sean?
Nice. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry.
The right idea.
Great strength from Monga. 10 minutes of normal time. Were the subs too late, guys?
We'll find out, won't we? We'll see. We'll see what the final score is, I guess.
Ethan and his Newcastle kit colours showing through. Keeping an eye on the Newcastle game.
Of course. Duck claims he's watching Copenhagen tonight, but I've got a feeling he's just wanking himself off of his kid in Dewsbury Hall Chelsea top. Is he going to get an Everton one now as well?
Yeah, no, he's not. He's a location.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Brother.
Carranza to get the leveller, says Frankie.
I'll do it.
Fatawi's been poor though, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. But, you know, for Tower, all it takes is one moment. Well, nice, whoever that was.
Nice.
Nice one, Winks. You
Winks.
sexy cunt.
A Carranza goal would be massive, man, just for confidence as well.
I mean, I'll say one thing, right? So I just said that like our tactics weren't working. So what if this might be something we should consider just in general, being more of this 3-5-2 team? Oh, nah.
Why not start games like that, Anil? What are the,
Well,
what are the
that's what
negatives?
I don't
What are
know.
the
We'll have to see how it goes, right? I'm not saying do that right now, but at least you got a manager that's willing to do that, right? You know, other managers wouldn't do that.
Let's go 3-2-4-1 again, please. Or a bare minimum player back three. I think 3-2-4-1 is going to be better. Have the Ricky P and your Winks.
Well, the idea of this is to be more direct, right? It's more of a championship style system, but there's nothing wrong with that. We're in a championship. Like the point of playing a system like this is more 50-50s, but you're relying upon having the better individual quality to make it work. Oh, nice. Okoli's done all right since coming on.
That's the press. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's pulled from Ramsey.
Oh, we're going to win it back, though. Yeah, the momentum's with us, lads.
In the middle now. Ramsey's in the middle behind you.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh,
Got first time. Oh. Going to win it back, though. Nice. That was played from Harry Winks. The Winks is properly getting stuck in here.
Yeah, 2 fucking sliding challenges.
I think the body language from the players is quite good right now. They've not given up. Yeah, listen to the crowd. Come on, Leicester, indeed. Need another moment of magic. Who can do it? Oof.
Come on. 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes now. 8 minutes.
Well, be more. Well, no, I think that there was just some weird stoppage when you were out, actually, Locks. The game. Nice. I mean, we properly got them boxed in here. Come on.
Somebody! Oh my God.
That was unlucky. We're properly... Look at this stuff. This light was the best we've looked all game. They're properly camped in their half hole here. They cannot get out. Come on, Leicester. The goal is here for us. Yep, go on.
Oh, that was a good ball, that was a good ball from Jeremy.
But this is good. This is like the most... I'd actually go as far as saying this is the most sustained pressure we put any team under all season.
Yeah, this is just non-stop. But where was this? Is it just a change of shape? Is that it? Is it just a change of shape?
Maybe. I mean, I have to say, though, that the whole, they definitely, after going 2-1 down, they made some changes and they've just completely parked the bus. They're doing like what Cooper did against Crystal Palace, do you remember, when we were 2-0? And we are really committing men forward as well. Go on.
Uh-oh.
Of course, we were pushing so many men forward. That's, you know.
That's ours, is it? Nice.
Yeah. I think there's definitely another goal in this, but who's it going to go? Come on, Leicester.
Way too ambitious, Vestergaard.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, right, the goal came because he made an ambitious pass, so it's nice.
Just with the how close we are to the end and how the game's going, everybody in the chat, please remember, do not spoil a thing. Our clock is at the top there, so don't say anything that happens after that, please. Winks has had a good 10 minutes. I would agree with that. Absolutely. Arsenal, some banking, Madrid. Atletico Madrid 4-0 apparently.
Yeah, I can hear it outside. I don't know if you know, I tell you guys I live 5 minutes away from the stadium. I can just hear it. That's an impressive result, though. You got to say 4-0 against Atletico Madrid. Wow,
crazy.
Surely they win the league this year with Liverpool.
Nah, they won't.
The
Arteta's a fraud.
Yeah, he always starts strong and fades.
It's going to be Man City, mate. It's going to be Man City.
Haaland is getting close to Vardy's record, you know. He's blatantly going to be the player that breaks it at some point, but when? Like, do you know in Spain, Messi holds that record for most consecutive games scored in? How many do you think it is?
12.
Oh, what?
14.
Oh, phase. Yeah, Messi scored in 23 consecutive games in Spain once.
Gangster.
Go on.
Corner. I think maybe we should think about starting this system.
Surely Ramsey can take a fucking corner, man. Come on.
To be fair, you might want him in the box, though. The thing is, though, we saw Ayew against Southampton last season. You want him in the box, not taking the corner. He hasn't had one good delivery, though, today, has he? Not a single one.
Honestly, man, it's a joke.
That's on Marty.
Just put Winks on it, man.
Yeah, that's who should be doing them, yeah.
Go on. Ayew.
Lay it off.
Samari.
Samari hasn't got confidence to shoot. Don't pump it. Thank you.
Three minutes of normal time. I reckon,
I think
what,
it'll be
5
at least
minutes?
5, yeah.
Samari. Faze. Ramsey. Monga. Come on. Oh, fuck me.
He's just sold him a dream, nearly.
That was ambitious again there, wasn't it?
Winks had to pick up a yellow there.
I don't think he got a yellow for that one either. Got away with it.
Wow. Lucky boy.
We got a change.
Who is it?
Victor Christiansen on.
Well, okay, for phase. Interesting. So is he going to change shape again? No, he's probably just going to put him at the left LCB.
He's going to play him left wing like Rude did.
Maybe. It's crazy, but...
Has he still got his gimp mask on, Victor?
No, he's not.
Oh, what a shame.
Potato refuses to give a go. There you go. Carlito, what are you fucking doing? Ball's coming VK's way. No.
What are you going to do with it, Caleb? Nice.
Let's see what VK can do here. Go on.
Come on, Leicester.
It was a good idea from Victor.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, nice one, Harry. Are you? Ramsey.
Much better play.
Mate, Carranza's a fucking pussy.
He is.
He is a...
Oh, shit. They're in a...
Is it fuck?
He had to take it. The goalie, that is, isn't it?
That Darko Jaby there, for Hull,
Leeds,
that was a weird one. Yeah, so he was like really highly rated at Leeds. Leeds let him go for free. Like not even the end of his contract, £0 transfer fee, but just stuck in a 40% sell-on clause.
Interesting. But that was when they had that mad direction of football, was it?
Victor Orta, yeah. No, this was this summer that they
Really?
let him go.
Okay.
That they let him
That's
go.
crazy.
7 minutes. 7 minutes at a time.
I don't see it, but come on, Leicester. Prove me wrong.
I'll get the link ready there, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
what are you
God,
doing?
Victor.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
Sorry,
hell.
pardon my language.
Where's Dak?
Where's Duck?
7 minutes. There's enough time for one more chance. Come on, Leicester.
There's enough time for 2 chances, mate. 2 winning chances.
What's the name of that journalist you have on here that doesn't know
Rob
anything that we
Tanner.
don't know? Does he get to ask questions of the press at the conferences? Is he in the room?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes he goes. He doesn't always
Can
go.
you please fire him a text for me and be like, can you please ask at the top of your list of questions what Aluka has to do to get into the squad?
Go on. Go on.
Go on.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
God.
That was the
Unlucky.
chance. Oh,
Pen.
Oh,
that was
my
unlucky,
God.
man.
You're never winning that, are you? You're never winning that.
Ah. That's so unlucky.
Big shout out, Luke, mate. Becoming a YouTube member. Thank you, Luke. Much appreciated, mate.
Oh, it's unlucky, man. Come on.
My God.
That's got to give us the energy, surely.
5 minutes left. 5 minutes left.
Play the Coley. Ah, Yannick.
That's offside.
Yeah.
Go on,
Man,
Jakob, all the
that
way.
fucking
Score.
hitting the crossbar.
Locks, are you one of those toxic players in FIFA that tries scoring with your goalkeeper when you're pantsing someone?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Victor, what the fuck, man? Just fucking
Yeah, he's got
lashed
4
it.
already since coming on, but-
Vestergaard. Fatawi.
Go on.
Oh, look at that from Abdul.
Pen, that's a
Penalty! What?
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Fuck.
That's a penalty, man. And he gives a foul the other way. Of course he does. That's a penalty. We've been robbed. We've been robbed. We've been robbed. Let's see this again. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure on that. It was close. It was close. I could see it either way. I could see it either way.
Barnes
We don't deserve
scored
it
a
anyway.
second.
Remember, Mavadi's better than Barnes. Remember that. Rugsy.
Ah.
Man, that one from Winks, if that goes in, fuck it.
Yeah. That would have been huge for the season, even if it just be a draw.
Fuck you, ref, you scumbag fuck.
It's been a much better second half than I thought it would be. But ultimately, it doesn't matter, does it, if you have a fucking horror show first?
Oh, yeah. Decent ball from Macaulay, that, mate.
Yeah, he's done well since he's come on.
He's...
Oh. Yes, go on. Go on.
Go on, Ayu.
There's options
Don't
of plenty
shoot.
here.
No, don't shoot. Fucking. Yeah, come on.
Fatau's in. There we go. He's going to be scapegoated now for that. Well done, Ayu. You're going to be scapegoated now.
Mate, he's done plenty of other fucking retarded shit to be not called a scapegoat.
Yeah,
No,
he's been
but
fortunate.
that there is Ragsy's writing a tweet as we speak, just because of that.
The thing is, though, Jordan Ayew has played every single minute of the game so far.
And he's been honking and all of it. His whole
Yeah,
play's
exactly,
been shit.
exactly,
His set pieces
exactly.
have been shit. His
He
set
missed
shots-
chances as
He got the
well.
assist.
He
He's
did.
got an
To be
assist.
fair, he did get an assist. He did. It's the one thing that was good in the game.
I know,
No, fair
Ty,
play. He
mate.
did get an assist, but yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, we've got just under 2 minutes left on the clock. We've got one attack in us. One attack. Here we go. Here it is. So we're just playing so nice now, man. Hey.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that maybe because, having two men up top as well and being more 50-50s is.
Hull are going to take the time with this throw in.
Of course.
One minute left.
I wonder who would take our penalties, by the way. We haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, actually, we haven't had a
I
penalty
think.
all season, have we?
Was there not a foul there on Akoli?
They're just going to play it in the corner. They're smart.
This is what Luke does on FIFA when he's winning. Little bitch.
I'm a hell scumbag when I play FIFA. I just spam slide tackle.
Come on,
I
this is it.
Average one.
This is your last attack of the whole game.
Line up the throw. Oh, Luke Thomas is off, so he can't.
Yeah, fuck that anyway, man.
Yeah, he
It
hasn't done
never
a single good long throw in all
30
season.
30 seconds to complete.
It's got to go in now. Yeah, look, Harry Wing says get forward.
That's shocking.
Nah.
That's it. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. Anil's gone for a shit. Look at these little fucking chavs, mate, in the whole end. Fucking hell. The ref's going to blow the whistle as soon as this is kicked. Now Cifuentes is getting booked.
Oh, it was him that threw that ball in. That's why. Because he tried to play it fast. That's why.
Oh, it wasn't him. It was someone else. Well, yeah, that is it for Leicester tonight, you fucking bozo commentator, mate. We're coming up to the 98th minute. Full time, there you go. Full time. Leicester City have lost their second game of the season. Hull 2, Leicester 1. Luke, 1 win in 10 games, I want to say that is. 1 win in 10 games. That's not good, man. That's not good. Talk to me.
Not good enough. I'm going to go to bed, boys. That was fucking awful. I just got up at 2:30 for that.
It was rough, man. It was rough. It was rough.
Take
it was
care.
rough. Sound, man. That was rough. That was rough. I was just saying, Anil, that's 10 games, 1 win, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody could correct me out.
That's painful.
Yes, but I'm going to paste the match ratings link again now. Yeah. So if you are wanting to vent your frustration after that game, then please get your match rating votes in right now. So I'm going to post it here. As always, the best way to get to it is bluetinted.glasses.com. So just go to bluetinted.glasses.com, and at the top of the screen, you will see a little button for match ratings that will take you straight to... the form, and you can fill them in. So please do so. Let me see what some of the comments are saying here, because they are kind of mixed at the moment. Here we go. Right, let's have a look. So we have... Boz says, I don't care if you say that second half was better. We should have standards. Aaron says, fucking shit. Poor game. Used to it now, says Assam. Lucas says, KP out. Marty out. Caleb says, poor, we cannot play a full game. The first half killed us, said the Tower.
Yeah.
Ty saying, great stream, lads. We go again at Millwall. Cheers. Cheers to you, mate. Ty for being here as always. Much appreciated. This defeat has been coming for a while, says Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. Underlying data. Yeah.
This is nonsense, in my opinion. We are worse under Marty than we were under Cooper and RVN. I think that's absolute bollocks.
Bro.
That's just the stupidest comment I've seen all night. RVN, no chance. That was the worst Leicester side I've ever seen. Charlton in 5th, Michael says. Nobody saw that. I also think they are Millwall. If I'll just double check if it's still the case.
I'll have that for the match ratings. I'll put all the results on the table. Then, I'm working on it now. Yeah.
Adrian says, "Is it the players or the manager?" How would you answer that, Anil? Is it both?
It is both, but what I was saying, and I was saying it all throughout the stream, is he's trying to play a certain way, and that way isn't working. And this will be a question for everyone, right? So then at the end, he's actually gone for like a 3-5, or a 3-4-3. Well, no, 3-5-2. It was 3-5-2, right? He's gone for, right? And I think we looked a lot better. Now, it's more 50-50, but that's what I think we're going to have to do. I think we're going to have to basically say that we can't play Enzo light football, right? Or Barcelona wannabe. We've got to find some other way. And I personally think if we go some other way, you can get more out of the team than what we've been seeing. But look, I think we all said at the start of the season, no one expected us to be in the automatics. But I think the big fear is right now is that we may not even get playoffs, right? That's what everyone's fear has got to be, especially including the points deduction. So we're going to have to change. So I know, I mean, I agree with what Buzz was saying there, right? We should have standards. Doesn't matter if we were better in this half or not. But at the same time, I'd actually argue that we probably should have been a draw this game if you look at it in the end. We made a lot of chances there towards the end. I've just been looking at the attack momentum and stuff like that. Of course, coulda, woulda, shoulda, doesn't matter. I do agree that this, like we should have lost to West Brom, right? And we didn't. So yeah. So I'm rambling.
I was gonna say, Neil, does the fact sorry. I know it's situational and the game state changes, of course, later on, but does the fact that we looked a lot better in a different formation towards the end of the game suggest that the system is the problem?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you can make the argument. And look, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't even think it's an argument, look. You just got to say it. We've played, is this our 12th game of the season now, right? We haven't had one convincing 90 minutes. I just said it there. We put a team under pressure. So that's the thing, is you can have your ideals. But I did say this pre-season. I did think that this manager, one good thing about him is I think that he's not so stubborn to be like, you can only play one way, my way or the highway. So yeah, I do think this is a wake-up call, but I don't know. I still expect him to start. I know. I'll ask chat. I'd be interested to see what Conscious has to say, because he's a good tactical aficionado there.
Yeah, Conscious says, we play the Maresca-Barca hybrid versus Portsmouth for 45 minutes and look great. Looking at the team sheet, we didn't play that in the first half of this match.
Yeah.
Alex says, we have good players, but they're not quite a team yet. Kiernan doesn't look like playoffs now with points deduction, does it? I think we will still get playoffs, me personally, Kiernan.
It's a long season, but we've got to start winning, that's for sure.
Yeah. There are a few we need to move out, and new pieces we need to get in. Conscious also said you can't count how we look in the last 15 minutes of any match. Both teams are tied, and it's 2 games in 4 days. Yeah, that's fair. Could be 10th tomorrow night, said Tony. Scotty says, without a striker, we're screwed. Daka has had enough chances. He's honking. Jesse says, not going to lie, Winks is underrated. He was controlling the play, especially towards the end. Yeah. I would say that he had a shocking first half, in my opinion. He was no good. They all were no good, right, in the first half.
I don't know if I'd say shocking, but...
Well, Samari was worse. He looked good compared to Samari, but I still don't think it was anywhere near the level Winks could be at. I'd keep Marty and wait out the fact that most of the dross is leaving in the summer. I mean, that's where I'm at the minute. Like, I'm not saying Marty in because I'm just kind of delusional to the fact that we're not doing well at the minute. That's not why I'm saying Marty in. I'm saying it because I'm just sick of just seeing us sack manager, bring another manager in after some bad performances. The fans then go on the manager again, and then the board. Every time you sack a manager, every time the fans turn on the manager, the board get away with it. In my opinion, you're letting the board off the hook by doing that. So
I think as well, Locks, we'll get to it at the end, but that we're still, like, Ipswich and Southampton also lost tonight, right? So if you look at the positions they are in the table, I mean, they're even more sackable offenses than ours is, you know.
Yeah. I was going to say, I've just seen as well, Casey McAteer, stinker and hooked after 64 minutes, for Ipswich against Charlton.
Yeah, well, that was a good sale we made, isn't it?
Jay Kevin. Oh, let me just add this video as well from Steve, as always.
Yeah, go on, get it out.
Let me add it so it's uploading. 4 wins, 2 against ex-League One sides. Winks was poor first half, but nothing was working for anyone. Yeah. Off topic, do you think we would try to get rid of Skip in January? He's getting 0 time. I think we'd be open to selling everybody at this point, to be honest with you. I just don't think anyone's going to buy Skip. And his book value, PSR wise, is still really high. So, yeah. I'm not doubting this, Luke, because I know you want both out, but my point is that I don't think getting rid of Marty is going to change anything. To be honest with you, you might get a little bit of a bounce, if you like, a new manager bounce. But I mean, look what happened when we went from Cooper to Rude. It got worse. We had a win, and then it got worse and worse and worse. And I'm just sick of that. To be honest with you, we are just the Watford. We are the Watford now. If we keep doing that. Sacking a manager is always the easy way out as well, which is true. And again, Anil, I think it's my kind of head is that, like, I think it's different to when you're in a relegation battle. Like, if we were bottom of the league, Anil, it's a bit different, right? Like, if we were looking like we just can't pick up points, then I would agree, okay, something needs to change here. But I just think am I wrong in saying we're stable, Anil? Am I wrong? Are we stable? I feel like I don't think we're going to go down. I don't think we've got a risk of going down.
Well, but the thing is, we don't know what a lot of people say that with the points deduction we'd be bottom. So
that's true. That's true.
So
that's true.
We don't know about that, right? So,
but that's not Marty, is it? That's not Marty, right? The points deduction.
No, it's not. But what is? I don't know. It'll be a fascinating discussion, to be honest with you, Locks. I can see it either way. Like, I think I would still probably say, if I look at the table, that it's not great, but it's not as bad as the other relegated teams. But the thing is the table lies because they've been even shitter than we are doesn't mean that we haven't been shit, right? And the thing is that now the transfer window is closed. So once that's closed and he's got his players in, it'll be much better, right? Then it was like, oh, we beat Swansea, we got that win now, we've got the international break, we're going to kick on now. Well, we haven't. We've got 1 point now out of the last 2 games post that Swansea game, right? Playing Millwall next. Have performances got any better? That's the thing, though, because the thing is, that then to play the counterpoint, I would say that I do still see. I don't see, for example, a team that's just completely dead yet. I know a lot of people will probably say I'm deluded for that, but there are good moments in games still. But I don't know. I can see it both ways. But my honest opinion is I don't think changing the manager is going to achieve anything this season, to be honest with you.
And this from Lucas, mate, you are delusional if you think a new manager is going to come in and then he's going to just put Page, Nelson, Aluko and Evans on the bench. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, man. No. I don't know. I don't know what you think's going to happen. You think we're going to sack Marty and then we're going to bring in a manager and he's going to play all of these players? It's not going to happen, mate. It's not. Right, let me play this video from Steve then, who's been at the ground today.
Then we'll have the ratings ready to go.
Lovely stuff.
Evening, guys. Just left the game. Second defeat of the season. Not good enough first half. You can see 2 goals and you can't expect to get back into the game every week. You give yourself a mountain to climb. Just not good enough. Frustration and look, we've not had a full 90-minute performance as of yet. We've barely had a full 45 minutes of performance, but I don't know what to say. I'm trying to force JJ into the 10 role, just doesn't work for me. And then you've got fast playing and Luke Thomas was awful today as well. Harry Winks had a really poor first half, just not acceptable. And I almost left at half time. Sort of wish I did, just because I'll get back earlier. Anyway, see you on Millwall.
There you go. See you at Millwall, says Steve. He will be there. Conscious says, if you're calling for a manager change, you have to actually say which manager you want to come in.
Yeah.
Boho says we are down to 8th in the league. Gap starting to form from the top. Has everyone crying for youth been watching our under-21 results? Our under-21s blew a 3-0 lead and lost against Charlton's under-21s a few days ago. And then finally, before we get to the ratings, Peter says, I'm not Marty out, but I could be tempted to back a Danny Roll appointment and then write this season off. He's not available, Peter. He has just gone to Rangers. So there you go. Steve said, give me Steve Bruce. And True Letha said, would fans be happier if certain players were exiled from the squad, but we didn't get results straight away? See, people say they will, Ethan. People say that they will be happy if we bring Nelson in and Aluko in, but we lose. But they will not be happy because they'll still call for Marty's head. Anyway, take it away, Neil.
Yeah, all right, guys. So thank you for getting your ratings in. You can still join in if you want to do it. Follow the link at bluetintedglasses.com. Oops, I've put 1-1 there. I wish it is. Let me change that quickly. 2-1, it's finished a hole. I've got the stats for you there. As you can see there, though, like in the end, it was fairly close. You can see we've had 17 shots we made, so that's improved. Only one big chance, you could say. A hole getting more XG, but of course, game state is completely different. Doesn't necessarily mean things. I thought I would show you this though, the momentum of the game, and you can see that second half. I mean, that's good reading, right? We've probably gone for it. If Harry Winks scores that, I think you could say maybe we did deserve a 2-2. But look, let's have it right. The first half was absolutely shambolic, and we've been 2 45-minute performances. They've been stinkers in a row. That's a fact. So, match ratings. I'll start with Stolarczyk. I'll come to you, Locks. We're asking questions about this guy, and what do you make of him?
Yeah, like he's not the reason we lost today. And he's not. He wasn't even really he wasn't to be blamed really for the goals. I just think when I see him, I just think sometimes, oh my God, like he spills the ball way too much. But and he made a couple of errors, but those errors didn't lead to anything other than a corner. So yeah, I'd probably give him a 5, right bang in the middle. To be honest with you, I don't think he did anything spectacular. He didn't do anything too wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm interested in seeing it, but I think people are angry, understandably. But I would agree with you. I'd have given him a 5 myself there, I think. But I do agree that he's quite annoying. Okay, well, let's come to a real talking point. And I think we've got to have a serious conversation about this tomorrow, Locks, if you're not doing it already on Fox's Den. Because this guy, he is this season's James Justin at a weaker level. He's costing us. Like he got basically 2 goals were his fault, and he got booked, and he got hauled because he's going to get sent off otherwise. And we improved massively when he went off, in my opinion. Talk to me about Luke Thomas.
We go over the top dramatic sometimes on these match ratings and give somebody a 1 or a 2 when they're probably more like a 4 or a 5. But Thomas today, mate, is I'd give him a 2. I would give him a 2. He was absolutely shocking. Dorco defends this guy like Graham defends the board. It's it's nuts. I don't know how anybody can watch this guy play and think he's anything other than what we said in the first half, which was he's like an apprentice scaffolder. That's how he runs about the plays. That's how he plays football. He's shocking. He's absolutely shocking. Every single game. Victor wasn't great.
That's the problem, isn't it, Locks? What Matty B's saying is his liability every game. And Buzz, this is actually right. The best thing he did all game was get a yellow card to stop there being a quick break. And that does say a lot. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I feel quite passionate about it. Yeah.
I agree, but I'm saying what I was going to say was Victor came on and he wasn't very good either.
No.
But I would still say you play Victor in the next game over Thomas. Thomas is that bad. So, Dorco, I don't need to explain it. Use your eyes and go back and watch it. And the second one, not so much. But the first one was his fault. It was his fault, man. Yeah. It was his fault. I don't know what else I can say. So I'm going to give Thomas a 2.
Yeah, and drift away. This is a good point. On a real note, I know the goals were his fault, but Marty's clearly asking him to push forward. There's always going to leave room to be punished. I agree he's not good enough, but is VK any better? That's why maybe that shape that we went at the end when... before FaZe came off, when we had a Coley, Vestergaard, FaZe as the back 3 and more of this kind of wing back shape might be something we have to do. So I'll be very disappointed if Marty starts him next game. If he does that's a big concern for me. Steve says, I'm a blind 96-year-old nun over Thomas, says it all. Gave him a 3.3, which I actually think is surprisingly generous from you guys given this performance today. All right, Yannick Vestergaard. I'll take this one. I mean, I thought it was okay, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think, what did he really do? That first goal, don't think that's on him. his passing was all right. He did have 1 or 2 bad passes, but the goal that we did score was because he made a really nice line-breaking pass into Jordan Ayew. I'd probably give him a 6. It doesn't say much. What do you think of Yannick?
I think it's generous. I get why you've said it, because he wasn't anywhere near the worst, but I'd probably give him a 5. I think, I know he wasn't his fault, but he's a part of a defence that conceded 2 goals. Towards the end of the game, it made a couple of dodgy passes. I just gave him the average, which is down the middle, 5. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, you gave him a 5.3, and I think it is fair to say is our most reliable defender. What does that mean? 5 is average, so I don't think that's very fair. Well, Faye's your favourite player, Locks? Poor on that second goal. If you watch it back again, very poor.
Yeah. And he came off at the end. I don't know if that was tiredness or maybe he just wanted Victor, who's a bit more advanced. I'd give Fass a 4. I think I'd give him less than Vestergaard. He didn't do too much wrong. He made a couple of mistakes again. A 4 for me. That's not what we're saying, Cameron, by the way. It's not what we're saying.
We'll discuss Martin in a moment. We always do. 4, is what you guys gave him. I think that's perfectly fair for Wout Faze. Hamza Chowdhury.
You know what? I think he had a good game, to be honest with you. He has, again, we say this every week, but he has his pros and cons, a lot of cons, but I'd give Hamza a 5. I think 3's unfair. I think I would agree with Matty.
It's because of that second goal where he doesn't cover himself in glory. But I will say, I don't think it's another one of those where it's like he is definitely partly at fault, but so are many other players. I think, to be fair, though, I'd say he's more at fault than, for example, Luke Thomas, even though Luke Thomas is marking no man's land. It's between him and Faze, someone needs to close down the danger. So you guys gave him a 5.1, which I think is actually quite fair. I think that is Brad. Because, do you know what? He showed some surprisingly good feet in that second half as well, playing the ball in and stuff like that. And I think when he got hauled, he was a bit unlucky because it was just a shape change. Tyler has completely lost Miller on the first goal. Maybe that's fair. I'll have to watch that back. Okay, Harry Winks. You just said it yourself, so I want to hear your rating. You said he was terrible first half, but I think he was probably our best player in that second half. So what did you make of Harry Winks today? Unlucky not to score.
I'd give Harry Winks a 6, and I'm going to go slightly higher. I'm going to go 6.5 for Harry Winks. I think the last 20 minutes there bumped his score up quite a bit. The first half was it was extremely disappointing. But again, how many times have we said that this season where nobody in the team shows up for one of the halves, and it kind of brings everybody's scores down for the ratings. I would give him a 6.5, maybe slightly high, but I think when we're controlling the ball, when we're putting pressure on teams, he just sits there in the middle and he does what he needs to do perfectly. So, 6.5 for me. And that's probably my highest rating I'm going to give out.
Like 6.7. Do you know what? The funny thing is that I actually think he was one of our better players in the first half, even though he was poor. But that probably says it all. And I've said to you that I think without him, we would really be in trouble. And when he needs to get rested, stroke rotated, we're in big trouble. Bouba Samare, very frustrating player to watch. We've done this dance so many times, Locks. Do you know these deja vu moments? Like, I feel this moment 100 times before, but talk to me about Bouba Samare. 3
is what I'll give Bouba. The first, the first half was just dreadful, and it's so annoying, man. I know it's probably because of selection issues and rotation why Jordan James had to play in the 10, although I still stand by he didn't have to play in the 10, but that's what Marty went for. And then you've got Samare behind him in the 8. It just doesn't work, man. He's just too hot and cold, mostly cold. And I suppose there was a slight improvement in the second half again because everybody improved in the second half, but terrible.
This comment makes me laugh. I think you're kind of on it. Simmer is always looks like he's playing his first game with us. No idea what to do. Absolutely. But very frustrating player. Hard to believe this guy won a league title in France. Jordan James hauled off at half time. I'm hoping that was only because of tiredness and not because of injury. He certainly couldn't have been tactical. What did you make of him?
I'm going to give JJ a 6. Maybe I've got my glazing hat on there, but not as high as Winks. But I think in the first half, I think in the first half he was one of the only ones really getting involved in the first half. I think he did well in the first half, and obviously in the second half we just didn't really see him. So we didn't see him in the second half. So a 6, there we go. Yeah, I would give him. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, he didn't put a foot wrong. Didn't really have that much time to affect the game. Or Fatawu.
Oh mate,
This will be an interesting one.
I'm gonna give
because
him a
he's
4.
still one of our most threatening players, but sometimes, and today I've got the stats here. I think he got a honking score and sofa score. I think he's lost the ball. In the end, he recovered a bit, but how many times did he lose possession? He's lost possession 36 times, Locks, in this game.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
is that's got to be the most in the season so far?
It will be. It will be. I've seen players that have lost it even more than that. But I mean, the thing is, though, Locks, right? He has lost it that many times, but he still looked like he could have done something, and he maybe could have got a penalty at another time. But I mean,
no way. By the way, that comment. From
what's
Sean,
that?
From Sean.
Need some time on the bench.
No. You don't. But like, I know it sounds hypocritical because we say, "Oh, this player needs to drop." And you can't bench Abdul Fattah, in my opinion, because who do you want to play over him, man? Like, who do you Are you? No, because everybody hates Are you too. So, I think 4 for me is a fair score for Abdul. I know a lot of people are saying 3, but the second. Yeah. Towards the end of the game, very energetic because he was against a tiring fullback and he had a bit more joy. But the first half was just truly dreadful, in my opinion. So I'll give him a 4.
Yeah, I mean, as you guys say, I mean, a lot of times he gets doubled up on. I mean, this is true from Matty B. He has 2 good moves at every 10. But I mean, that's the thing, is that those 2 good moves can still get you something from the game, which is why I agree with Locke. So he's a frustrating player, but I think this sort of style does rely upon the wingers. Every single first half attack went through him and he was triple covered and did well given the situation and tactics were set him up to fail. And that's why maybe in the second half with a change of shape, well, you guys giving him a 6. I'll be check that. Is that really true? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
6, really?
I've just changed. It's updated to 5.5, but still, I don't know. That's a crazy
mad
score from you guys. So that, in fact, I go as far as saying that's probably one of the most surprising scores I've seen in BTG history, to be honest. All right, let's get to Jordan Ayew. What did you make of Ayew? Are you serious, Locks? Never made that joke before, have I?
Well, I usually defend him. And I probably still stand by the fact he's our best striker, and it says more about the other 2 than it does about him. But for me, he probably gets a 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Maybe a 4 because he got the assist, even though he didn't really do too much to the assist. He kind of held it up and kept the defender away. But I'll give him a 3. It was a pretty shit performance. It's generous. Maybe the assist has bumped him up.
I'm surprised because normally he's hated by us a lot. I don't know, man. Like, he got the assist. Yeah, this for me is why I would actually score him down, believe it or not, is because he just wasted all the set pieces. Like, I suppose on the left wing, he didn't really do much. He had a few cut-ins, could have made something happen. He was good for that goal, to be fair. He did make a hassle of himself, but yeah, it's just killing our attacks and stuff like that. And near the end as well, he's killed us with that stupid hero ball attempt. So I think that's very generous from you guys. I think I'd have given him a 3, to be honest with you. I just think the thing I think as well, Locks, is that, like, with Fattah, though Fattah's getting a bit older now, or Monga, you can understand them being too keen to do something, right? But when you're supposedly one of the most experienced players as the captain of your national team, I don't expect that shit. For example, Harry Winks, he played like a captain for me tonight. Jordan Ayew just played like an idiot. Patson Daka, oh my God, I can't even believe this guy was on the pitch. What did you make of Daka?
Sorry, yeah, something's going on in the chat there. No,
I think that's Luke from.
It is me. I think Daka gets a. I don't think it's too mean to say a 1. Like, I'm being deadly fucking serious. Like, he gets a 1 for me. He's terrible. He's got 1 goal in 46 games.
Yeah,
there wasn't even a press there. I just 1-0. That's all I've got for you, mate. Is 1. He's rubbish. He's absolutely useless. Generous. 3 is generous.
He barely got involved. That's I think the thing. The one thing I can remember is that Chowdhury played it back to him and had a touch that one of the, but he's not making the movements. And yeah, as you said, now we've got between our 3 strikers who scored 1 goal between all 3 after 12 games. That's an emergency, absolute emergency.
How many goals?
We need to say again.
How many goals between
1.
them? And that's
1.
what rating he should have.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know, actually, let's come back to Marty.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and tell this so you can't see what's scoring. I'll update it because I think we're going to want to talk to him. Let's go to the subs. Aaron Ramsey, what did you make of Ramsey?
I mean, he came on and scored a screamer, and I think his overall play was decent. Obviously, he's got the benefit of coming into the team when it was kind of clicking a little bit, slightly more, but I would give Ramsey. I would tie him with Winks. Is that unfair on Ramsey? I think that's fair. 6.5. He's bumped up because of the goal. I see the 7s. I understand it because of the goal. I'm going to give him a 6.5, like I gave Winks.
The interesting one. I think he gets a 7. It was a good goal. I actually think he could have, because he could have headed that on target minimum. He probably would have got 2. But he is good, man. He is good. He's a real threat.
He's the 10.
Regardless of what he's doing, I think he does bring, something to the team. That's 2 goals in 2 matches. Quite impressive from him. Jeremy Monga. I thought Jeremy Monga was also pretty good when he came on, even with the shape change. I think the thing that impressed me about Monga is that this was quite a physical team, but it didn't bother him at all. That has definitely cost him in some previous games, but today it never really seemed to make a difference. He held the ball up quite well, beat his man. Maybe the final ball could be better on occasion. Like I think at times he wants to do the trick rather than just get the ball in, but I think he looked good. What did you think? I think I'd give him a 7 actually, to be honest.
I would, yeah. I mean, look, we what you get from Monga, Anil, when he comes off the bench, because he's coming into a game state where we're pushing for a goal. He's coming on when the fullbacks are tiring, and he didn't have as much joy as he's had in a couple of the games this season, but he was still very, very good. With just a lot more dynamic with him in the team. So I would give Jeremy Monga a 6. I think 7 might be a little bit too high. I'd give him a 6.
Yeah, well, I think 6.5 is fair. Well, 7.3. There you go.
Wow.
Quite generous.
Blazing.
Yeah, Julian Karamba came on, played as a front 2 when he came on. I thought he was not bad, actually. I think he didn't... Maybe not spectacular, but I think just the fact that him and Ayew were up together actually gave us a threat, because I think when he was on, between him and Ayew, even though I say he's not bad, I'd probably only give him a 5, but I think he's one of the better performances he's had, even though he's been not great. What did you think of him?
For me, I'd say it was, it's better than his first substitute appearance a few weeks ago, for sure. But I just, as I said to you last week, mate, when he started, just so uninspiring. Mm-hmm. There's just not much about the guy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Other than his looks. That's literally all he's got going for him. So I would give him a 3 for me, Carranza.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got 4.7. You're more in tune, I think, with the ratings than I am. I suppose that makes sense as you're the captain of B2G. Caleb Okoli, what do you think of him?
You know what? Good. Yeah, I think he was good. I'm gonna give him straight off the bat. I'm gonna give him a 6. I think when he came on, he was really good, and it was good to see, because the reason he was dropped and the reason we're seeing Vestergaard and Fast every week is because the last couple of games that Coley played was rubbish. He was no good. So it was really good to see him come on and actually impact the game and be pretty solid. So I'm gonna give him a 6. Yeah, I think that's a fair rating for him. I think he'll start the next game as well because of this.
This guy, exactly. He's on tune. Oh, yeah, I've got to say as well that I think that's got to be the big lesson. I think if I was Marty, I think just playing him and the others together makes us more solid at the back. And that 2 men up top also makes us look more threatening. And I think because we've got better individual quality, it's fine for us to have a game where it's 50-50% in terms of possession, because we should do better out of that because we've got better players. So for me, that's the lesson tonight, but we'll see what happens. Victor Christensen. Actually, he was missing the mask, so I've got to remove this. He wasn't on long, but what did you make of VK? Came on for...
What did we give Thomas? What did Thomas get, Anil? What rating did Thomas
He
get?
got a 3.3.
I'm going to give Victor a 3.5.
Yeah.
He was really not any better. And it shows, doesn't it, how I want Victor to start the next game. That shows how bad Luke Thomas is.
Yeah.
Victor came on and he made a meal of a couple of things. I'm going to give him a 3.5, a bit of like a participation trophy, if anything, really, to be honest with you. That's it. I think he wasn't on long enough for his rating to go low enough. So, yeah, that's what I'd give him.
Yeah. Do you know, the thing is, I would say, though, with both of them, is that when we play this specific system, they're both going to look crap. It's just a fact.
Yeah,
there is a reason why Enzo Maresca said, these guys can't play the position I want them to. They're not capable of playing that inside left centre back role. And that's why Okoli looked better, because even though he's not brilliant, he looked better in that style of play than they did. Right. So, because to be fair to him, I think if we played more of a generic 4-3-3 where they were overlapping instead of all these rotations, they'd look better. I'm not saying they'd be good. They might be getting 5s and 6s, for example. Right. But I think that's an issue. So I feel in a little way a bit sorry for them both. But at the same time, at championship level, especially this guy's supposed to be an international, not been great. Yeah, Buzz is completely right. They can't play out and they can't get into position for defending either, which is a problem. All right, so let's come to the main man, Marty. And you give me your rating in chat, guys, and also give me a Marty in or Marty out. For me, I don't think the manager should be talked about, but I know you guys love talking about it, so we'll ask you for that. But what do you think, Lox? And I think you might have a lot to say. So, Marty Cifuentes tonight.
I'm gonna give him a 3 tonight. I think. Look, the 11 was pretty poor, but then on the other side, you think, well, all right, he's rotating, so who do you want to play instead of who he did play? I would say that he gets marked down again because I don't want Ben Nelson to start, but I think he should be on the bench. I think that's not an unreasonable thing for fans to ask for him to be on the bench at least. The substitution, going back to the 11, Jordan James is not a 10. He shouldn't be in the 10. Even if you're rotating, do not play Jordan James in the 10. Play him in the 8 if you want, where Samara is, and play somebody else in the 10, like Ayu or Monga. I don't know, whoever you want, right? Play somebody else there. We've already know JJ isn't a 10. With regards to the substitutes, JJ, look, again, we don't know the ins and outs, so we don't know if it was always the plan for JJ to come off. We don't know if he was tired or whatever, but in my eyes, JJ should have stayed on. Samare should have been the one to come off. Winks JJ in midfield. I think that would have given us a better chance. Having said all that, for me, the Marty out stuff is just silly. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we can bring the comment up now and nail this one. Are you guys saying that no one out there can do better than Marty? No one said that. No one has said that at all. In fact, when we were all picking the manager we wanted in the summer, Marty wasn't on anybody's lips.
No, he wasn't, was he?
Leaked. So, yes, most of us wanted Danny Roll over Marty Cifuentes. We're not saying that's the case. My whole point here is that Marty Cifuentes, sacking him, I don't think changes anything. The people who think that a new manager would come in and suddenly you're going to see a Luco, Nelson, Jake Evans, you're delusional. You are delusional, right? If you think that's going to happen. And sacking another manager, I'm sick of it. It gives more, it lets the board off because the board will just sack a manager, bring a new man in, give him a couple players, and then everyone's going to forget about it. And then it's just going to be a repeat of the process. So I think you give Marty way more time, and I know that's hypocritical compared to what I said about Cooper last year. And if I felt the way I do now about the club that I did a year ago, then I probably would have had a different approach with Cooper. I'm just tired of sacking managers and being the new Watford. So, that's a good point. What, you want Russell Martin? Do you want to sack? Because that's what will happen in Nil. They love Russell Martin, the board, for some reason. So they'll bring in Russell Martin if they sack Marty. So, a low rating today, not good enough from Marty, but sacking him is just a joke. You don't do that.
I actually think this is a really good comment from Jimbo. Marty 3.5. The second half subs were good. He changed it, but he's 100% Marty in. I think that's kind of fair. I think I'd probably go with that. But what I will say, Lux, and I think this is going to be, by the way, you guys gave him 4.3. I think it will be very interesting now to see what happens next, right? Because I always think with managers, the thing is that like, if they keep making the same mistake over and over, that's when you really start to lose faith with them, right? And Rude did that a lot, right? Or Cooper did that with JJ. And he is making certain mistakes, right? Like this Luke Thomas thing is for me now a very big issue, right? As is, to be honest with you, the tactics, right? So what's he going to do? So I'm curious to see what he does with Millwall. What I will say, and why I like that comment, is because he then decided in the end, fuck it, especially after getting back to 2-1, even though with his plan A, he decided to go plan B, and we did almost get an equalizer out of it, right? So if we start against Millwall and he says, okay, Thomas, you got to come out of the team. You're making too many mistakes. I'm going to put that back 3 in and see how that goes. I'm going to try 2 men up top from the beginning, try something else. Then I would think I'd be like, okay, that's good, because I think now we've got sort of 12 games into the season, which are coming at the moment. You said, who would you play instead of Luke Thomas? Okoli when he came on. He had a back 3 there of Okoli, Vestergaard, Faze as a back 3, and kind of more wing backs. And maybe those 2 left backs would even be better in those sort of wing back positions. So I don't know. What do you make of what I've just said there, or do you think I'm just smoking crack?
No. We said we've said it before about the left back, and we said it the same about the 10 when Ramsey was suspended. If you've not got anyone good enough, how about just don't play that position, right?
Yeah.
When we said don't play a 10, play 2 8s. We can play a 10 now because we've got Ramsey and he's good enough, right? Planet Earth, no one's saying to play a Coley as a traditional left back. Stop being a bozo.
It's a left centre back, not a left back. Yeah.
Look what happened today. Today. We went to the back 3. It also I can't remember off the top of my head. Somebody in the comment section could let us know. In one of the games earlier in the season, we went to a back 3 as well. Maybe the Charlton. No, I don't think it was. Yeah, maybe it was the Charlton game. I can't remember. And go to a back 3, see how it goes. It's a slight change in system. It's a change in shape. Everyone's moaning about the current setup. Everyone's moaning about how we're currently setting up and the current system. So if he changes it and it's positive, and going to a back 3 would be positive, then see how that goes. I just don't. Thomas is shit. Victor's shit. We just don't know enough about Badialuka. We've just read that he was a part of a team that with 3-0 up in true 3-3 a few days ago in the under-21s. Don't play a left back. Don't do it.
Yeah. This is a fair comment. It says, didn't we give Cooper pelters for playing Abdul as a wing back? Now we want Marty to play Abdul and Monger as wing backs. But it's not really wing backs. It's more of like a 3-5-2. But you're kind of not asking. You're asking to be more bomb on like we did in that particular game. I kind of see what you're saying, but I think the big difference is it's Championship, not Premier League. So in the Premier League, you're playing teams better than you. In this league, on paper, we're playing squads that are worse than us. So we are accepting more of a 50-50 battle game, but we will win more of the 50-50s, even if not physically, because we've got better players overall. I don't know, something to think about. Well, let me move this on. So let's have a look at the Championship tonight. I mean, there's some shocking scorelines here. Sheffield United did win, so Chris Wilder picking them up. Ipswich Town lost 3-0 at home to Charlton Athletic. Derby County beat Norwich City. I mean, there could be a couple of sackings tonight, of which our manager could be one, to be fair. And Bristol City beat Southampton. Coventry flying. They did beat Portsmouth, although they got one back in the end. Birmingham did pick up a win. Millwall, who were playing, they got a win against Stoke. I mean, these are some crazy-ass results, Locks. I'll be honest with you. Game 12 of the season, if someone said to me, Leicester are going to lose, Ipswich are going to lose at home by 3 goals, and Southampton are going to lose on the road, conceding 3. I don't know what I'm looking at. So that doesn't necessarily mean that ours is any better, but this is a crazy Championship.
Well, it makes ours look a little bit less shit, doesn't it? Which is crazy, to be honest. But yeah, you're right, mate. It's a crazy season. Coventry City are running away with it at the moment, and Middlesbrough are doing well as well. It's just a crazy season. We could probably be thankful that you haven't got an Ipswich and Southampton just completely dominating like a lot of people thought they would at the start of the season. Our start hasn't been good enough now. Again, I don't think Marty's anywhere near. We know that Rudkin and Top are bozos, but I don't think even they would sack Marty at this stage. I think they're going to give it a lot more time. And yeah, I don't know, man. We'll wait and see what happens, because Sheffield United, they will be rising up that table. That's for sure. I know they're so far down, but they will be rising, and they will be in and around the playoffs come the end of the season. So it's going to be tight, and if we don't pluck up our ideas, we are going to struggle. That's for sure.
But what's the difference? Why are Sheffield United rising? The reason why they're rising is in the summer, they try to go for a more kind of progressive style. It hasn't worked for them. So now they're going not quite Brexit ball, but they're going back to something they're more familiar with and a bit more direct attritional style. I would say the same thing. Yeah. Enzo, he did blow the championship away. But prior to Enzo, and admittedly, this is many years ago, but when we had Nigel Pearson in charge, we were never that great to watch. I think it was still quite entertaining, but we were more of an attritional win the 50-50s, win the battles. Chris Wood, David Nugent, Jamie Vardy, Danny Drinkwater, Matty James. You know what I mean? It was more like using that kind of style of play. Maybe that is what we've got to go to. Maybe we just got to, like, you know, fuck being Poundland Guardiola again and just be a team that's effective in the championship. Something to think about. As it stands, I mean, I'll pass back to you. We can end the show. I mean, 8th, though, is that our lowest position all season? Might be. Certainly since the early games. It's a poor loss, though, on the road. And look, Hull are above us now after that win. Above us, you've got Hull, Stoke, Charlton, Bristol, Millwall, Borough, Coventry. And I think, to be fair, that's what fans would be saying. They're saying, okay, you could say that maybe the league table isn't that horrendous, but you can't, maybe with the exception of Coventry, because you did know even at the start of the season they'd be good. None of these seasons after this amount of games should be above us in the league.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, like what you said about kind of reverting to a different style, maybe more kind of going away from Poundland Pep. I would agree with what you've said all night, Anil, though. It's like, do we have, and this is, we were having these discussions in the summer when we were talking about Dyche or Martin or whoever. Do we have the squad to play the football to win the second balls and all of that? I don't think we do. I don't think we've got enough fight in the squad. I don't think we've got enough physicality in the squad. We've definitely got more physicality now than we did in the summer, to be fair, with Carranza, with Jordan James, etc. But
yeah,
I just don't think that suits us right now. I don't think that would work as much. I think we get bullied. We get bullied physically. So unless you want to see,
well, I'm not saying being completely direct, but I am saying basically going more for that shape at the end of the game than at the start. That's the point I'm making. It's 2 up top, it's 3 at the back. It's because basically we're trying to pass teams to death, right, and scored a beautiful goal. Whereas maybe you don't need to do that, right? I don't know. That's just sorry, I don't want to interrupt you there.
No. You're right. Yeah, it's. I was just reading here. I haven't been part of the group. I was just reading about Louis Page going to the tournament. But no, I agree. I don't think anyone wants to go full Brexit ball. I know there's some people that want us to be more direct, and of course we should definitely try that out now with recent results. 1 win in 10 is not good enough. So yeah, I think that's a fair comment, Sean. I think that's a fair comment, which is just. I don't get it, Anil, because you just look at. I know football doesn't work like this, but you look at the squad man for man on paper, and it should just be tearing this league apart, and they just don't. Well, and I actually think that's why
should
people...
they, Locks? Because what if? And this is something you've got to think about, right? This happened to us when we were in the Premier League. At one point, we had one of legitimately the best squads in the division, and that's why we finished 5th twice in a row. And what happened is that other teams caught up, and they caught up hard and fast. Right. And then in the end, when you looked at our squad, people could say our squad was too good to go down. Maybe it was, but it wasn't that great. And we saw that in following years. And is it that now, especially we've come down, we've lost a lot of our supposed best players. We haven't really replaced them with that many great ones. You know, to be fair, though, our squad should not be even 8th. Right? It's for sure a top 5 squad. But are these players, especially if the type of football has changed, right? If we're saying that now you can't just out possession teams to death, that they've all, because I will say this to you, Locks, the one thing I've noticed all season is every single team is so much better on transition. Like even Preston, Charlton, these teams a few years ago, Preston especially, they couldn't do fuck all on transition against us. The last time we played them, they should have scored more than the 2 goals that they scored against us. They've all worked that out. We've got to sign some fast players up top so we can hit these possession dominant teams, because they're going to leave massive gaps because they're playing this high line. You're sort of seeing something similar in the Premier League where it's gone more physical for a reason. So, sorry, I don't want to give you a philosophical debate, but...
No. I hear what you're saying. I mean, somebody mentioned about a physical DM in the chat.
Yeah.
My question would be, how different is this team compared to... Like, imagine Bilal and Ndidi were in this team.
I think indeed he would be massive for this team. Bilal, I said to you, I mean, he did get assists when he was playing for us.
He got two assists Sheffield Wednesday. 2 assists in the first game of the season.
Yeah, they were set piece deliveries though, weren't they? But
well,
look, I mean, in the day, if you're smashing it, if you're smashing it in the Bundesliga, I can't really see you being crap in the Championship. But I don't think he'd suit Marty's style as well as you'd think he would. Is I guess my thing. I think Ramsey's actually what he wanted. I think that's a good player for what he's asking for, because I think he's got a good goal threat. We said that in a scouting report when he came in, that he had a good eye for goal, and he's already bagged 2. Him and JJ are like almost top scorers, are they not, for the club? It's crazy. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's not end on Bobby Reid. That's not the good one you want to do.
Yeah, nice one. Well, there we go. That draws another watch along to a close. So that's let me just double check something here. So the Championship table, there we go. So that was our 11th game of the season.
Sorry, not 12. 12 in total, but not 12 league games.
Yeah, so there's many more to come, many more losses to come, many more draws to come, and hopefully many more wins to come. Big shout out to everybody that's been with us throughout the course of the season. The evening. Just wanted to bring this one up here as well. Cheers, Robert, much appreciated. Tom's he's been moving house, so he's a little bit busy. The other one, yeah, you'll have to ask him, mate. You'll have to ask him. Nightmare. Anyway, there we go. So let's end it there. Again, thank you to everybody who's joining. Make sure to hit a like on the video. Make sure to hit subscribe as well. We will be back tomorrow night, of course, 7 p.m. I'm deciding whether it's going to be a Marty out debate or if it's going to be just a Luke Thomas bashing. We'll have to see. I'll decide and let you know.
Why not both?
Yeah, that's true. It could just be a little review of the game type thing. So we'll see how it goes. Big shout out as well to the Beautiful Frame. You're about to hear from them. If you like what you see up here, there you go.
Nice.
Then you can check the link in the description just in time for Christmas. Cheers all. Take care. Cheers Anil. Cheers to Luke as well. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. No more 200 grand, but our new sponsors, the Beautiful Frame, have smashed it with this Jamie Vardy piece. It's unreal. They're a local Leicester business as well, which makes it even better. And not just City, they do prints for other clubs as well. So it's perfect if you are stuck for a birthday or Christmas present for one of your friends or family. Now, the best bit, they have sorted BTG viewers out with a discount. Just use BTG12 at checkout for money off. BTG12. Grab yours now at thebeautifulframe.com. The link is down below.